No Cap-tivity. Freezy.
What up? You are officially locked in to No Captivity with Freezy. And if you rock with your boy, please hit the like and subscribe button hard right now. And also comment and share this video. That is if you rock with your boy Freezy. So listen, of course, a lot of y'all know by now, I just left Anton Daniels' show. Shout out to Anton Daniels, man. And within the show, I made a comment and I got a lot of pushback in the chat about being realistic, in today's dating, market, right? Of course, we know the manosphere has made a staple in these social media streets, in these YouTube streets. We know, God bless the dead, people like Kevin Samuels and a lot of other people that took after him. They went to talking about talking the same talking points. Fit, feminine, and friendly. Now, fit, feminine, and friendly, y'all know damn well. Come on now. Y'all just level with your boy Freezy. And y'all can call in at any time. I'm doing an open panel. Y'all can call in at any time. I'm just gonna be saying my piece, and then we can all conversate. This is an open panel. I pinned the link to the top of the chat. We ain't got time to waste. It's already 1:30. Make sure just go ahead and hit the link, and then I'll bring y'all up. But I mean, let's just be real. A lot of y'all in Anton's chat acting like y'all don't be in the grocery store. All right? And a lot of you unmarried men act like y'all don't be in the grocery store and y'all might see a chunky woman. Y'all remember Delicious from the Flavor Flav show? Now, of course, I think she's lost a little weight. But when Delicious was on the Flavor Flav, I guarantee you Delicious was over 200.
No Cap-tivity.
I guarantee you Delicious was over 200. Also, a lot of your IG models and let me see. A lot of your video girls that be in these videos, them girls be chunky. I'm telling you. Especially with the additions with the surgery, the cosmetic surgery. They getting extra ass, extra titties. Y'all ain't being realistic. No, Freezy. I will admit this here. 250. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. Now, y'all might think I'm lying. I done seen women that's 250 solid and proportion. Now, I'm not saying they ain't overweight, but it's a difference between a woman being 250 with her waist is smaller than her ass and titties. A lot of you niggas out there lying.
No Cap-tivity.
Okay, y'all be looking at them women, but y'all be on these panels. I'm gonna tell you what I noticed. A lot of you dudes, right? Y'all be on these panels and y'all echo these talking points, but in real life, y'all be looking in the grocery store, at the bank, right? At the sports bar, at the restaurant. There's a lot of big women go to restaurants. It's a lot of big women go to restaurants.
This one for the thug.
Women like to eat, all right? Ain't no way in hell y'all gonna tell me all these women walking around here is underweight. They, like 140. Come on now, let's just be for real. Let's just be for real. I'm gonna just be honest with you. I don't want no skinny woman. My dog Anton said he like a 110. 110, I can't see myself with a chick that weigh 110 pounds. I cannot see myself with a chick that weigh 110 pounds. I mean, like, if I roll over, I might crush her. You feel what I'm saying?
No captivity.
I might crush the little girl. Well, I ain't that big. I'm just saying, like, but I just want to have a real live conversation. I mean, YouTube is fine and dandy, but I think a lot of times we get, I just think a lot of times we get too carried away with these talking points, and I get it. Okay, I admit it. 250 is a little extreme, but I was just trying to, paint a picture. Okay, I was trying to paint a picture. Okay, see, Either Man said, see, everybody giving weights in the chat. Let me see. People giving weight in the chat. JD25 say 250 is insane. No, that's taking it too far. I get it, I know, but well, listen, okay. All I'm saying is this. A lot of dudes be acting like they ain't hit no big girl before. Y'all be acting like y'all ain't hit no big girl. Man, listen, man. Y'all stop playing. Either man say 160 max. Either man, listen. 160, okay, I get it. 160 max, I'm not gonna tell you what you like, but if you telling me you never looked at a woman over 160, I highly doubt that, Either Man. I do not believe you. Either Man. I'm telling you right. Hey, Madriel, hold on. They cap. Shout out to Madriel joining the panel. Y'all listen, we gonna talk about this, man. I ain't gonna keep y'all too long. Let me see. Other people. JD25 said, Anton said 110 to 120 or something like that. No, 110? Anton need to be ashamed of his goddamn self. 110, no, I'm not doing no 110.
Okay, hold up. So Anton said he prefers a woman 110 to 120?
Yeah, Anton said no, he didn't. I don't even think Anton said 120. I think he said 110, strict 110.
How much does Rita weigh?
I don't know.
She ain't no 110.
I don't know. I ain't gonna speak on that, but I don't know. But I'm just saying, as far as
Cap-ation, I ain't saying nothing negative about his wife. Just saying, yeah. If that's stuff you're talking, I expect you to show it. Now, Anton's done fantastic financially,
right?
And it shows.
But
just saying.
All I'm saying is this personally.
And Either Man Williams, stop it.
See, but see what Anton said, right? What Anton said, it goes to show you men have different tastes. Like me,
I get it. Here's the thing. I'm not again.
No, hold on. Let me finish this, man.
I want to be clear because people misunderstand what I say. They take what I say out of context all the fucking time. I'm not saying anything ill about the man's wife. I wouldn't do that. Period. It's about it. I'm not even saying nothing ill about Anton. I'm just asking a question. Does what he say show in real life? Now, Either Man Williams. Shame on you. Shame on him for real.
This my thing. This my thing. Me, if I seen a woman that's 110 pounds,
it depends on how she hold that weight for you.
Man,
it's just like big girls. There's some big girls. There's women who are 200 pounds and just bad. Like you would not say no. I don't care who you are.
But
like how? Here's a quick question.
110 pounds is skinny though, Drilly.
Yeah, but how much does Q weigh?
Huh?
How much does Q weigh? Has she said?
No, but Q said that she's in the chat. She said that she's not no small girl. Basically, she ain't.
No, she's not a small girl. But I mean,
yeah.
Come on. Who's gonna turn her down?
That's the point I'm trying to make.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what guy with 2 working eyes or 1 working eye would turn her down?
Bro, that's the point I'm trying to make. These dudes is cap.
They cap. They are cap.
These dudes cap, dog. I'm telling you, bro.
I'm just saying, listen, 110 pounds, it just depends on her body shape, man. I'm sure you've seen some really attractive women who are 110 pounds, 120 pounds. You have. You just didn't know that they weigh that little. That's what it was. You know what I'm saying?
110 pounds?
Yeah, you just didn't know she weighed that little. You saw her, she was small. But I mean, weight fits on everybody differently. You know what I'm saying? Again, that's what guys are like. Oh, if she weighs more than me, I can't be with her. I'm like, yeah, you say that until you meet one who does weigh more than you, but you don't know.
Okay, listen. Meg Thee Stallion, when Meg Thee Stallion first came in the game, I guarantee you Meg Thee Stallion was about 190, 200.
She probably still is. She can't be no lower than 180. Because she's a tall girl too, right? Isn't she like 5'10"?
Yeah, she pretty tall with it.
Yeah,
man.
she's a tall. So that alone is gonna mean that she's gonna hold more weight. She's tall. It's a larger skeleton, you know. And there's no such thing as big bone. That doesn't exist. No one's big bone, Freezy. You've never seen a fat skeleton.
You know that's what we say in the South, man.
Yeah, we say it in the South, but it's bullshit. We know it. I'm just saying, people say a lot of things on this internet, and it's cap.
That's the point out. That's the point I was trying to make.
Yeah. People say a lot of things on the internet. Yeah. It's just like, and people wonder why I came in the internet blasting. People wonder why I showed up on YouTube day one blasting everybody. I'm like, okay, the lies you tell.
Oh, sure, I got somebody in the back. Hold on. I'm gonna bring you up, Hassan. Hold on, I got you. I see you, bro. I'm finna bring you up. Appreciate you for being here too, bro. Let me see.
Hey?
I'm trying to remember.
Can
Hassan,
you hear me?
Hear us?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you, bro.
How are you guys doing?
Doing pretty good, man. What you think about this, Hassan?
No, I think some guys like are desperate. You know, they'll date the desperate ones at least. If they're really that desperate, they'll date a fat chick. You know, if they're really desperate. You know. But what I was trying to say earlier on Anton's show, because my net was cutting off and stuff. If you guys don't mind.
Yeah.
See, the problem in America is most guys, sadly, the majority are sissies. See, no woman wants to be with a man that's a sissy. Yeah, you can go to the gym. Yeah, you can work on yourself, make your money. But once your chick finds out you're a sissy, she's not gonna respect you. No woman will ever wants to live with a man that. For now, if you have the money, she will use you. She'll take that money, go on vacation, and you know, and then another thing in America is such a fucked up. The men that I'm afraid if I get a divorce, I'm gonna lose my money, blah blah. In the end, she's gonna leave you. If that woman has no respect for you, either way, you guys are gonna get divorced. So what the fuck are you freaking out about? Either she's gonna cheat on you, or you're gonna end up killing this bitch. So leave her. Like, I don't know why that's so hard to do. Because if the female is sad, like this is why for us dating a Chinese girl or Mongolian or Russian, we don't have to worry about this. But in America, you got to put that woman in her place, because if you don't, she will ruin your life. I don't care how baller you think you are or how big you are. If she's not respecting you, you're fucked.
Hassan, so let me ask you something. So you telling me you don't have no threshold when it comes to tolerance for women at all?
No, because I come from a different culture, and the culture is the man needs to do what he does, and the woman, because the women act different. That's what I'm trying to say. In America, no man should be allowed himself to get disrespected. See, in a man's world, if you're getting disrespected, you can build it up. Like this time, let's say back then he pussy out from a fight. This time he fought or he works or whatever. You know, he can build his respect slowly. Not everybody's going to respect it, but he can build it up again until with the woman, you can't do that, especially if you're married. Once she's in her eyes, you confirm for her like you're a bitch. There's no going back, especially with a woman that you're married or in love. No woman wants to deal with a man as a bitch. You can lie to yourself, but you're always going to make her life miserable. No matter you can buy her whatever the fuck she wants.
What happened to these? What happened to these women that's on YouTube saying they actually like the simp?
No, they like a simp, but they don't want a bitch.
Well, that's
so wait, hold on, wait. So a bitch and a simp ain't the same thing?
No, it's not. Hassan's got a point. Okay, if a woman loses respect for you, it's over. You're done. It ain't coming back. It's done. You might as well break up with her if she loses respect for you. End the relationship. Be done with it, because she ain't gonna never respect you again. It's just how, from my observation, it's just how women in the West are. You know, you can have that any way you want. I recommend you just break it up and find somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it ain't coming back. Now, Freeze, what was your question here a second ago?
I was saying
and a bitch and a second. Yeah, see, a simp, that definition changes. I come up here on these panels, I say hello to a woman, simp! And then they get mad at me when I say, fuck you, you fucking faggot. You know what I'm saying? And they get, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous how that word gets thrown around. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that don't make you a simp because you said hello to a human being, a person. You know? So no one knows what simp means. No one knows. Because you're married, you're supposed to be a simp for your wife. That could mean a lot of stuff. How you do it. You know? And
put a one in the chat if y'all hear echo from somebody. But go ahead, manager.
Yeah, I hear one from somebody. But anyway, listen, a lot of things, man. Like my man here said, I like him.
Hassan, cut your phone down. Cut your phone volume down a little bit.
Yeah, Hassan says Hassan was right also about this. You can go to the gym, you can make $1 million a month. But if you're a bitch, you're a bitch. That woman's still not gonna respect you. She don't care how strong you are, how much money you got. It's in here, you know, it's in here, Freezy. If you ain't got it in you, it ain't in you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, it was that part of you, that aggressive part was never forged inside of you. Men are forged, made, trained, developed over years and years and years of lessons and hardships and learning how to earn things, learning the value of earning things, learning the value and how to appreciate labor. Men are created. You're not born a male and then grow up to be a man. That doesn't happen. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, Jelly. Hassan, you on your computer or you on your phone?
I'm on my phone right now.
Oh, okay. That's the only tab you got open? This right here?
Yeah, because for now. Until I fix my laptop. Because the voice will be bad.
I don't hear a huge echo. I just hear like a little mini feedback or whatever. But it's all good. I don't think it's that bad though.
My bad. But yeah, like our ancestors, especially my ancestors, like, do not let a woman disrespect you, no matter what. You gotta, because see, in America, they teaching men, oh no, you gotta stay, or you lose. Either way, you're gonna lose your shit. She's gonna leave you, or you're gonna. Now, things are getting so bad that the cheaters, the guy sleeping on your bed, he's not even trying to hide no more. You know, have you seen those videos? That's how bad things are getting in America. And it's going to get worse. Remember the Adam 22 stuff happened? When he let his wife sleep and he interviewed and all that garbage? Yeah. Give it a year. Listen. The seed has already been planted. Give it a year or two. That's going to be the new normal. People are going to let their wife sleep around. They're going to post my wife sleeping with 5 dudes. Watch, it's coming. It's going to come. The seed's already been planted. Like, this is not normal. But in America, it is. Everybody made it normal. And this garbage, we can blame this generation all we want. No, this started 10 years, 15, 20 years ago. Because this sadly started with the white dudes. They allowed their women to get disrespectful to I remember when I used to work at these restaurants. These ladies are very disrespectful. Like, what the fuck are you doing? What the response that I got from these white people? Well, this is America. Love it or leave it. Like, no, that's not a fucking response. Either you're gonna end up her bitch, or you're gonna end up divorced. Like, no, you need to have some respect, dignity, and then they drag the black people and the other cultures too. Is even like some Hispanics. Because right now I have 2 friends. Right, they're dating. It's bad. Like, I don't want to bring their names or nothing, but it's bad. And the bigger problem is they keep rewarding bad behavior. This disrespect gets higher. They get her a house, they get her a car, they fucking get her a ring. Like, what are you doing? Now my friends tell me, oh, my lady surprised me. She has changed. I said, no, she has not changed. She's just playing a different game now because she pissed you off to the point you're almost about to leave her, and she has 2 young kids. She will never respect you. You already fucked that up.
So
You should have been gone.
Hassan, y'all ain't got no simps in y'all culture?
No. We do, but the tribe will smack the shit out of them. Like, no, what the fuck are you doing? Because because I'm not saying we don't. Trust me, people do fuckery shit, and let's not get it twisted. But over there, if you get caught, the consequences are like, they don't play around with it. They're not gonna let you get away with it. They're like that's people do like behind, like underground. Let's say, but if you get caught, you're fucked. There's no going back. So my people, we put our people in their place when they act the fuck up. We don't care if the world agrees with us. They look at us differently. You fuck up, we deal with you, because we have enough headaches as it is. We don't want other trouble. So that's why everybody stays in their lane. The Muslims stay in their lane, the Christians, the Catholics, the whatever, even the devil worshippers. Everybody stays in their lane, handle your business, do what you got to do. But when you start problems and you cross that line, then we have problems. So yeah. So the tribe is like your backup, and people, especially my tribe, we have like 3 cousins are like troublemakers. The tribe leader tell, hey, if you start trouble, we're gonna kick you out of the tribe. And if that happens, the other tribe is gonna fuck him up because he's causing problems. So everybody is like behave like shit. I don't want to get kicked out. So yeah, like this mess in America, you guys allowed this to happen. And this been building slowly. It's not, you can blame it on social media. Everybody participated in this garbage one way or another. Everybody enjoyed it. You had your fun. Some people took advantage of it and made millions or became famous out of it. Good for you. I'm not hating. But everybody, one way or another, participated in this. Everything we see and the problems that we're starting to have, you guys, the American people, the blacks, the whites, the Asian, whatever, everybody participated in this. Now everybody's acting shocked, and no, like this is the results you're gonna get, and it's gonna get worse. It's not gonna get any better. But I don't know, it is what it is. That's how I look at things,
Well, son, you married?
No.
I knew it. I knew he was up here just
Hassan,
talking.
turn your phone sideways too. Turn your phone sideways.
Hassan's up
Oh,
here
you
just
ain't got your
talking.
auto rotator on. My bad. I thought you got to turn your auto rotator on so you can see the full screen, the wide screen. What you was about to say, Edie, man?
Hassan up here just talking, man. I keep telling y'all about having these single dudes up here giving out marriage advice. He have no idea what he's talking about. I'm pretty sure he ain't never been married, and he talking about how to sustain a marriage, and he ain't never had a marriage. It's like completely crazy that everywhere I go on the internet,
No.
everybody who don't watch some Kevin Samuel videos now is certified to give marriage advice. What are you talking about, my son? What are you talking out the side of your head?
No, listen. I'm talking about the people in my country. Though I see the different cultures. But what are you talking about? I'm talking about America. You see it in
You have no idea what's going on in their house, how they operate, man and wife in the house. That's the point that I'm telling you. It's easy to say what y'all think is going on outside the house, but Freezy been married for a while, and he gonna tell you that how he operate in public and how he operate with his wife is something totally different. Like it's like
no.
it's
No, I understand that. I get that. But again, no woman should be even disrespecting you at all in public, in the house, or whatever. That's the problem.
what do you call disrespect? If a woman raised her voice
What?
at you, is that disrespect?
Raise her voice, spit at you, like try to hit
I
you.
want to follow you. Son, you're saying in your culture, none of the women raise their voice. Like you ain't never heard a woman raise their voice to the
E,
man.
can you cut your mic up, E?
Yeah, hold on.
Culture might be
No, I
wrong.
hear what
No,
E-Man
no.
said. I hear what E-Man saying. I think the problem is Hassan comes from a whole nother culture,
Cut your
and in that
volume down a
culture,
No.
little. Cut your
and in that
volume
culture,
down,
hold on,
Hassan, a little
E-Man, in
bit.
that
You get
culture,
feedback.
they're not
Unless you
bullshitting.
got some
Women do not
headphones or something.
raise their voice in the most, especially if it's strict Islamic culture. Women don't raise their voice; they go to jail for that. You go to
But you
look, hold on, E-Man, take your wife to Dubai on vacation, and if she yells at you, her son, who has nothing to do with it, can call the cops on her, and she goes to jail. Like they
see,
don't tolerate women raising their voice that
no,
men
yes,
do.
they do. Listen, it'd be different if I ain't been to these countries. They don't tolerate people being crazy. What happened is we had one woman completely losing her mind in Dubai. She wasn't just loud; she was trying to fight the man.
Right, but here's the thing: try to Saudi Arabia. Just get
The point
loud. Just
I
get.
get, what-
I'm sure you know about Saudi Arabia. Try to just get
I,
loud with a man. See what
I,
happens.
the point that I'm telling you, if you go to most countries outside of America, if you go to the Chinas, you go to the Japans, you go to most of the countries, I get that you can say it's a small little place in the Middle East that you might can't raise your voice at, but
There's
most
a couple of
countries,
places in the Middle East.
they're
Yeah,
saying most countries,
what I'm saying is Hassan is speaking from his culture. Like in his culture, that's what they believe. They believe that women shouldn't be able to raise their voice. They believe that under no circumstances is a woman to disrespect a man. So that's the context it's coming from.
let's ask, what culture are you speaking of? Let's, because you assuming, Mandrell.
No, you're Muslim, right, Hassan?
Yeah, I'm a
What?
Muslim
Like
Arab.
I
Yeah.
said, like I said, obviously, he's obviously
I'm
a
just
Muslim.
saying. So, like, I think it's unrealistic expectations that a woman can't get mad or she can't yell or she
She
can't
can
get
get
like,
mad, but she just can't yell. You better be respectful.
man,
Here's the
yeah,
thing,
see,
E man.
that's
You've been
what
in
I'm
the
saying.
United States too long, E man.
I'm just
They
telling
grew
you
up
that
in this
doesn't
culture.
work. I get what y'all
Look,
saying,
look.
but that doesn't work for if you stand in America. Now, if you going over in some Arab world, cool. That's cool. But most of y'all can't even buy a plane ticket. And y'all definitely ain't got no passport. So you stand right here in America. So you got to follow the rules of America. And when you out here talking about you go sit here and you gonna be able to do this and that, and you about your woman yell at you, you go backslap, and you gonna be in jail in America. They gonna lock you up. That's what they gonna do. So you keep listening to these Arab dudes if you want to, you gonna get locked up.
I
You
think
know
Edie
what?
Man. I think Edie Man got a point, man.
Yeah, in America, he's right. In America, it don't work that way. In Hassan's country, it does. What Hassan is saying, he's recommending that Americans adopt some of their culture when it comes to the relations of man and woman. What do you
I
say to
don't.
that, E-Man? You
I
don't?
don't.
Why
No,
not?
see, I'm telling y'all, YouTube done messed up a whole bunch of y'all people, right? Like,
Uh-huh.
let me tell you why YouTube messed y'all up, right? Because y'all, truth, it's a lot of dudes don't want to live that American life. I mean, that Arab lifestyle. See, Arab men says that they supposed to take care of their women 100%. But guess what? These American men want 50-50. They want her to pay half of the bill. They want her to go half on the light bill. They want her to go half on this. And that's not part of the culture. You can't tell the women that they got to be a part of the culture and then turn around and tell the men that they still to be Americanized. Guess what? Just like we have our women have flaws, the men have flaws too.
But
But we don't
E-Man,
want to talk
what do
about
you
that
say?
because we're on
What do you
YouTube.
say?
My
See,
bad. I'm sorry.
so E-Man, are you saying that America could not benefit from adopting some of the practices of Islam?
No, because we have laws. It'd be different if we changed the laws. The laws ain't changing. This idea that you could go and start backslapping your wife again, it ain't coming back. I'm sorry to tell you.
No,
I'm
hold
not
on,
saying that, E-Man.
Edie
Just
Man,
some of them,
hold
just
on, Dredley,
5 or 6.
Dredley, wait.
That's all we need.
I think what Hassan is saying. I don't think he's saying we need to go to slapping bitches and stuff like that.
Well, why
But
not, Freezy?
Oh, that's what he's
no,
saying.
yeah, it's
Hey,
gonna,
Freezy,
yeah.
hey, no,
Freezy,
Freezy trying to get him out. Hey, Hassan, tell him if the women get crazy, what y'all do over there in the area? Let's tell the truth. What you do?
Well, in my country, they'll get smacked. Like in my country,
Exactly. So
Iraq,
stop
they
because
it.
we don't
That's
play
not
that.
what we're talking about, Freezy. We can't say that we want them to the women to follow the rules and we
No,
can't
look,
do the same things that they can do.
No, but E-Man, here's the thing. You telling me that every now and again you don't think a woman deserves a good, nice, good open hand slap in the mouth.
Absolutely no.
You
Nope.
don't
I
think
don't
so,
think we should.
E-Man? Not even
I
a little
don't think.
bit.
I think if you feel like you got to put your hands on a woman, you should leave that woman alone. Point blank period. Like
E-man.
if a woman,
But here's the thing, E-man. Why go through all that trouble of leaving a woman when just a smack will put her back in line?
I just said y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. Listen, and I want to stay in America. Let me tell you, I have no desire to leave.
Hold on 1 second, y'all. Hold on 1 second. Hold on.
Super chat.
Man, shout out to Kazel Tiller Totson. With the $2 ball, he says America is the problem. Leave outside and see. So he kind of agreeing with her son, man. I'm gonna tell you this right here. This is what I gotta say about it. I agree with either man as far as now. We don't need to be going around here slapping women now. But I do agree with her son as far as like America has gotten soft when it comes to relationships, marriages. Women are way more liberal. Women are way more feministic and stuff like that. And men have like men have kneeled to women's sexuality. Okay, we see how Brittany Renner was in the Danza Project studio and how she just was acting an ass. She was throwing water bottles. She could have ruined their equipment. You feel what I'm saying? So I think that he has a point when it comes to like the culture that we resorted to in America.
But no, you can't have it. You can't. They purposely asked Brittany Renner to come there, knowing her reputation, knowing what she do, and now y'all gonna say that she shouldn't act like Brittany Renner. The reason she got paid that money to go there is because she was Brittany Renner, and we know how Brittany Renner act. Come on, like
no, we don't know that. Come on, man. Now, look, we don't know she. We know she act like that now.
Yeah, we did.
Hey man, that was off the chain. Hey man, come on. Even for her,
I don't think they was expecting that. Even.
Come on. I didn't expect that. And I expect her to be exactly what she is. But to do that was outlandish, man. No, you know it. And you know you
know that shit, dog.
Even said, nah. Look at Evan's face. Like, Evan said, nah, you should have known better.
Listen, I'm going to tell you something about Brittany Renner. I seen Anton Daniels interview her, and she was trying to fight with him. And he's the most calmest interviewer I know. He's not trying to trigger nobody. And you know what she was doing? She was still trying to find a way to fight. And guess what? If you give a woman in a position like that who want to fight, she gonna fight.
She's gonna fight. That brings it back to my point, though, E-Man. Why not just smack her in the mouth and be done with it? Problem solved, right?
So this is the point that I'm trying to help you understand, right?
Okay.
I actually think we should let women show us who they really are. Because it's easy for a woman you lead a woman in fear. That's easy. If she's scared of you, she gonna follow you. But what happened if you have a woman who naturally want to follow your lead? I'm telling you something totally different.
See, you the problem.
No Cap-tivity.
See, that's what Hassan was talking about. All that Renaissance romantic bullshit. No, look what Gail said. Gail said they should press charges against Brittany Renner for assault. Brittany didn't act like that on the panel with Andrew Tate. I wonder why.
No, like, I'm not saying that they shouldn't press charges. No, I'm not saying that what she did was right. I think that we should use the law of America and they should sue her. They should press charges. She should get locked up. I'm not saying those things that's happening, but we shouldn't be able to slap her just because she acting that way. I don't agree.
If the slap would correct the behavior, would you not agree, E-Man? Okay, so E-Man, so if we can't smack them, we can't tell them what to do. They won't listen. They're hard-headed. What are we supposed to do?
Call the police. You know what let her
call the police.
Listen. Let her would have got to acting crazy at the Either Man Studios. I'm telling you, the police would have came. She would have been escorted, and she would have had a mug shot just like Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? It would have been a whole different take. Guess what? Brittany Renner went to go see Either Man Williams, and he locked her ass up. That's what y'all was just doing. What news?
Hassan, I got a question for you, brother. What country are you from? What country you live in?
Hold on, Hassan. Let me unmute you. Go ahead.
I'm from Iraq.
Oh shit! Hell yeah! It's been a long time since I've been there. But
Oh,
yeah, I
where
heard
you
that,
been?
man. Huh?
Where you been? What city?
I can't say that, but I mean, yeah,
Oh,
in Iraq, in Afghanistan. I was in the army,
oh,
man.
okay.
So yeah,
Respect. We respect all soldiers. You know, in my country.
yeah. No.
Even
I got
though,
a lot of respect. I got a lot of respect for the Iraqi people. I do.
look, you guys missing the point. Doesn't mean we hate our women. We respect our women. We build them houses, but doesn't mean we're gonna allow them to disrespect me. Because in the end of the day, a man has his respect and honor and dignity. If he fucking loses that, he has nothing. No one will look at him the same. You got to keep your respect. In America, everything's became okay, and it got to a point out of control. The men are getting disrespected. Your elders are getting disrespected. God is getting Jesus making people making fun of. Even in my religion, you got to put respect in Jesus' name. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, everything has become normal. Now everybody's complaining. Like, what did you expect? It's gonna get worse. Like this behavior, I get it. Some people woken up. Oh, gonna change my life, but especially for the females and the way they've been sleeping around. At least the guy can recover, but the ladies, the older they get and they act in this way, they're beyond fucked. You know.
What you guys say about that, Eda, man?
I think Hassan is full of crap because guess what? They got holes in their country too. Like you can't tell me that it's not no brothel.
I ain't see one the whole time I was there. I just saw something the whole time I was there. Here's the thing. I'll say this about the Iraqi people: their women behave.
No, listen. So you
they do. Their women behave like women.
Hold on, I get what you're saying. You saying there's no brothels in Iraq?
I didn't say that, man.
What are we talking about?
I'm just saying, it's different over there. I think we should adopt some of their policies.
They behind the doors.
No, here's the thing, man. Here's the thing, man. Listen, look, man. You don't see nobody but lady. Hey, Gail at night. How you doing? Gail, I've not seen you in a long time. In fact, I don't think you're subscribed to my YouTube channel. So I'm kind of salty with you about that. I need the support, Gail. I need all the support I can get. I love you, Gail. You know that.
That's my sister.
I'm looking at you and I'm looking you in the eyes, Gail. You're my dog. I need the support. That's all I'm saying.
But man, Jared, I'm telling you that they have brothels, they got holes. The difference is they're not in the street. But guess what? Hassan went to one of them brothels. He know what I'm talking about. Them women are busting it open over there in those Middle Easts. Matter of fact, if you know from soldiers that came back with videos of them busting it open and that wasn't their husbands. Let's be honest.
Hassan, they busting it open over there. Y'all got some dirty foots over there?
Let me put it like this. Even if we have some, the consequence if they get caught, they're fucked. So let's say, like I told you, we have people do fuckery shit. We're not perfect. But they're doing it on the ground because if they get caught, it's fucked for them. It's that simple. Like Iraq.
No man would, freezy. No man. If they get caught, first of all, they're gonna out them. Second, no man will ever touch them again. Like they at all.
Well, listen. Let's take it off of sexual cheating. Let's talk about like just something more practical. If a woman is in the household and she's just exemplifying like a bad attitude or like she's disrespectful every now and then, how do you guys handle that, Hassan?
No, because
you're not just gonna leave your woman because of that, right? In the Middle East, right?
Hey, let's say she acts up, right? Let's say one time they're gonna put her in her place. Next time there is no flowers and stuff. Next time you're getting divorced and going to your parents' house. Let's say she did it once, okay, but after that she will not act. She can disagree. I'm not saying the females cannot disagree and have opinion, but then they're not gonna get to a disrespectful point of. Because if she does that, the guy will leave her. And let's say they've been married for 25 years and he really loves her, but he'll pull her in her place. Like, hey, you do this again, you're done. Even if they have grandchildren, you're fucking get done.
Do you find that your women that come over here that migrate over here to the U.S. do you see a change in them? Have you met? I mean, when you talk to them and stuff.
No, listen. If we're being honest on it, even the ones, the American, like they were raised, let's say they do the American fuckery, they still doing it under the Iraqis. We don't play in America. We don't give a damn 911. That doesn't work for us.
Yeah, but
You
y'all ain't
get
doing
caught.
that. Y'all ain't
But
doing that in
listen.
America.
No,
If
no.
your woman, if
Let
you
me tell
move
you a
over to
story.
America with your woman, you is not gonna act up like that, Hassan. Come on now.
Listen. Back in 2001, this lady cheated. She's an Iraqi, by the way. She cheated on her man, right? On her husband. Within 2 days, she packed and fucking left because they're about to kill her. It's a true story. I'm not making this shit up. In America, where 911 comes and all this shit. So even if they do fuck around, I'm not saying they don't,
You
but
saying
they
that
keep it
happened in
like on the,
America?
yeah, in America, like this shit's, but because what happens, their tribe gets called, his tribe about to go at it, something has to be done. Like we don't play this shit. Even if they do, they keep it on the low low. They don't go post about maybe Egyptian, maybe, but Iraqis, no. There is no posting.
He
If you're
said
gonna do
maybe
this stupid
Egyptian,
shit,
maybe.
keep it on the low low. Like like don't be bragging. Somebody will find you, and somebody will get you, no matter what.
So
So that's
Hassan,
what
you're
even
just advocating for the hoes to hide it. That's all you're doing. I don't think it's a difference from a hoe doing it in public or a hoe doing it in private. Guess what? She's still a hoe.
no, listen. Even if they're doing that's low percentage. Like, it's like maybe 2% out of 98% because they know they get caught fucking around, they're done. It's not like
So
a high number. Don't think about it as very high. Even if
let
she's
me ask you a
hoeing,
question, Hassan. Hassan, what's the divorce rate in your country?
not very low. Not everybody.
They're
Very
not
very low.
leaving these women. I'm telling you, I get that you try to say that they just leave these women when they have a problem. Matter of fact, marriage is not based on, it's really based on working these things out at a high level. I just don't
I
think
get
that if
no, that's fine. Hey, you can work out with your lady, but you got to keep your respect because even a woman, even in America, Jewish, she worships the devil. I don't give a damn. If a woman disrespects you, she will never look at you the same. Doesn't matter if she's Muslim or not. That's the nature of woman. If she disrespects you and you let that go, you're fucked. You can play it how you want. You can.
well,
That's
I
just a
see
fact, you know.
that's the point that I'm telling you is what you see as disrespect. I don't think disrespect. Just because a woman raises her voice doesn't mean that she's being disrespectful. So based off what you're saying, if she raised her voice at you, she'll never respect you again. I think that's crazy. I think that's not it's not realistic. And I can tell you that I'm pretty sure as guys, if they be honest, the people who've been married, they wives don't raise their voice at them before, and guess what? They still got respect. Like this idea that like what disrespect you talking about? Because what I'm hearing is you saying something as simple as she raising your voice is disrespectful.
No, because that's how it starts. Then she start believe like you start become little, like pathetic in her eyes. And mostly in America, they reward this shit. Like keep your respect. A woman will love you if you keep your respect. But again, I come from a different. I get it, you're talking from an American point of view, and I know you're not gonna understand what I'm coming from. That's cool, but
Oh
it is
no,
what it is. I'm just
no, I believe you should follow the lands of the laws of the land. So if you over there, you should do what they do in the Middle East, and if you in America, you should do what they do in America. Like I'm not saying that you're wrong from what you believe, because that's how things are set up in your country. But for you to come on here and say I want American men to start moving like men in the Middle East, I think it's cap, and I don't think it's realistic for men in America to move that way. Because you know what they're gonna be doing? They're gonna be sharing the stare with the booty warrior. They're gonna be in the cell with the booty warrior because they decided they wanted to go out and do some gangster stuff against their wives, and it's just not realistic. That's the only
Oh,
point.
come on, E man. Buck up, man. Tell these boys to take their balls back. How many weak dudes you see, E man? Now, you and I've had many conversations before, E man, and we got each
Yep.
other's measure. You know full well that you see nothing but weakness out here, just like I do. These guys got to get the balls back somehow, E man. I mean, if not smacking a bitch, what we gonna do?
Listen.
First of all, Drelly is trolling YouTube, and listen. But I think that her son.
Honestly, Hassan. I mean, I hear what you're saying, Hassan, but that's not gonna fund the United States, man. It just won't. It's just not. It's too far gone. It's something that's been going out of the lexicon and our society for so long that, I mean, it ain't coming back. Hitting your wife. I mean, I'm being realistic with you, man. I hear what you're saying, and but
I gotta
America,
go, but
that practice is not coming back, man.
Wait. Is it too far gone for a man to do that? For a man to conduct himself like that in his own household?
yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You can't
I
just
don't think
America,
so.
yeah.
I ain't talking about. I'm not talking about smacking a bitch, but I'm just saying like keeping running a tight ship. I think that's what her son is saying.
What do you mean by running a tight ship, though? That's my question.
Hassan, do you understand what I'm saying? Like we all know you can't just hit a bitch in the United States. Your wife, she's gonna have jurisdiction to call the cops, and over here they're gonna lock your ass up. But I think that in the beginning when he first joined the panel, he was saying he would leave his woman quick. Like he wouldn't tolerate a certain type of treatment and conduct from his wife. And I do think that, when it comes to that element of their culture, we still can utilize that in our relationships in the United States.
Nope. Listen, that's the problem is our divorce rate is so high. We just leave it once altercation comes. Anybody
That's true. People are weak. The first sign of trouble, people out.
No, listen, every time anybody who's been married for a long time to tell you that we had altercations, guess what? We had good times, we had bad times, but we worked through it. This idea that you're going to turn your wife into a single mother just because y'all had an altercation and y'all ain't worked through it like y'all was grown up, I think is weak. I think that's just weak that you're going to leave her not work through the situation.
So, if your wife call you a bitch ass nigga, how you gonna handle that, dog?
I think you should address the problem, you should fix it, but that doesn't mean that you just leave them.
Man, my wife better not ever in her fucking life.
I get it, and you leave her. I got it. You said your wife ever do this is a hard line, you're going to leave her. I just think the problem is that we don't know how to work through things. And that's why all our kids grow up in single mama homes, and we blame the women, but we talk about we're going to leave just because our feelings was hurt. Our ego was hurt. That's your ego talking.
No, that's her calling me a bitch ass nigga talking. Ain't no
blame the women's. Blame the women's, man. Blame the women.
Yeah, no. But all I'm saying is this. I do understand what E's saying and what Drelly is saying. If possible, try not to leave, try to keep your family together, right? But I think you're doing your kids. I'm always talking about the kids. We never incorporate the kids in these conversations. I don't think it's conducive for your child to see a weak ass father and his wife just repetitively disrespecting him.
But that comes in the I gotta go. But listen, that comes in the vetting. Like a woman just don't change all of a sudden and just start calling you crazy names like that. Like you vetted that woman, and typically in the dating process, she was talking to you crazy. My wife don't talk to me crazy like that because that's not in her. How about let's choose better women that we ain't trying to divorce somebody because they acting like who they is. They show you who they is, and you need to know how to vet them not to be around them. But I gotta go. Appreciate you, Freezy. This was an amazing show. I wish you would start this an hour early, but I'm gonna watch
for real, Freezy.
Anton just ended his show, but I'm going live today too at 5, man. It's about colorism. Y'all gonna like that, y'all.
I wish you started earlier too, man. I'm right behind you, man.
Yeah. It's all good, man.
Sleep, you know what I'm saying? So
I'm gonna talk to her son. If you let him talk to her son, cause I'm finna get some knowledge.
Hey, listen, I'm trying to tell you, man. Listen.
Hassan, I'm gonna make you a part of the team, Hassan. You're gonna be a part of my team. No cap crew, dog. You're gonna be a part of the team.
Yeah, Hassan's all right, man. Hassan's all right. He's right about a lot of things. Like, and that's the thing. People of other countries are watching America and American society, and they're wondering what's going on with the men. Like, why they looking at us like, why are you tolerating that? Why are you acting like that's okay? Why are you allowing this to happen? You know what I'm saying? And they are looking at us like that, and then they're like, y'all weak. Eventually, it's going to get to that point. Because he's right. I mean, there are, but Freezy, you and I sit back and watch this YouTube nonsense and see a bunch of sissies all the time. All the time. They sit up here and bark at women all day. Woofing about a woman. Going back and forth, arguing with women. Why? I don't know. Well, I do know. It's because they're women themselves.
Well, I think either man made a good point. Over here in America, you do have to attack marriage differently. Like,
yeah, but at the same time, it's just like the same principle. You can take the principles, but we don't have to take the actions. Like, for instance, you don't see me going back and forth with women. My sister had a meltdown today. You didn't see me go back and forth with her. After the show ended, I got on the phone. We talked. Done. I mean, like,
you don't. But
you don't see me going back and forth with women easy ever.
You ain't got to go back and forth with them for them to get on your damn nerves. Shit.
Right. But here's the thing. Here's what you do. You grab her by the waist, pull her close, and just look in the eyes and say, "Listen, you're doing too much."
No Cap-tivity.
Yeah.
Well, say it again. Say it. Hold on. Say it again.
You grab her on the waist, pull her in close, look her dead in the eyes, and go, "Listen, you're doing too much."
No Cap-tivity.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna use that as a soundbite. Say it one more time. Say it.
Listen, you're doing too much.
Hey, well, I'm taking that as man. Listen, you're doing too much, man. For real. No, but listen, I understand what you're saying, but I do understand a lot of men, like some men or a lot of men out here, their plight. Like some of these women, bro. That's why I do agree with what Either Man said as far as like the vetting process is very important in America, bro. It's very important. Like these dudes, and I was just saying this on Anton's channel, a lot of these guys be speeding, they be moving too fast. They fall in love quicker than the women. And then before you know it, they walking this woman down the aisle. You know what I'm saying? And you walking a damn monster down the aisle, bruh. You know what I'm saying? So I think the best way to combat that over here in America, I forgot who said it in the manosphere, but somebody said all you need is 6 months max. If you take longer than 6 months, like all you should need to vet a woman is 6 months. After 6 months, you should, it's time to get married. I did not agree with that shit. For real. In America, with these modernized, westernized women, I wouldn't give a fuck if you take 3 fucking years.
No Cap-tivity.
Man, take your motherfucking time. What you gotta say about that, Hassan?
Well, again, yeah, because see, in America, let's say like the guy, his name E, right? The guy who just left, he said, even if a woman, like I get it, we're not allowed to hit in America. At least you get when she argues with you, you got to put her in her place. You have to. So next time when she does this bullshit, she knows she will not let it get out of control and disrespects you. It's okay if a female disagrees with you. You can have her opinion. That's fine. But do not allow it to get to a point where it gets out of control and she disrespecting you. And I hear idiots saying, "Oh no, you just got to be patient with her and she'll change." No, she's not going to change, because next time when she does it, it's going to get worse and worse.
That's a fact.
And worse. Because you just proved to her you're a sissy. No woman on earth wants to be with a man's a sissy. Like, I don't know why is that so hard to understand. Like, but again, I get it. In America is way different. Things got way fucked up. And the only way to fix this now, either one, if you're afraid, oh, I'm about to lose my house, my car, whatever, then you got to put her in her place and you got to tell her, you do this, I'm gone. That's like the best option you can do, because either way is going to end bad for you. Because if this continues and your mindset, oh, I'm going to lose my house, she's gonna end up cheating on you, or she's gonna say, you know what, I want a divorce now. Now what are you gonna do? Well, you're gonna beg, get down on your knees and cry. So it's already fucked. That's what people need to understand. Like, you
But
know, like I don't know,
Hassan, listen,
but
Hassan,
people gotta go ahead.
listen. So you saying the best thing to do is leave? That's what they doing in America. It's a lot of broken homes, man. You know.
But again, it goes back to the men now. The problem with a lot of this generation and some, a lot of them are sissies. You can tell them, you can teach a man how to open a business, be a millionaire, whatever, but that sissiness is going to be with them. These women are so getting comfortable yelling at a man and disrespect, and these guys are such a used to being sissies. So he can change, he can go to the gym, but in the end, if he's a sissy, so he's still fucked. That is, no one's gonna teach him. I don't know what he got to do, join the army or something to remove that sissiness. But that's the major problem, and that's why these women act the way they act.
You think a
Because they
man?
have.
You think a man should leave even if he's invested in a marriage and he got kids just because of something like that? What you said?
If a woman disrespects him, I don't care if he has 10 kids. If she continue and the kids see that, oh, daddy's a sissy, and then it's gonna get worse for the man. Either way, in the end, she's gonna leave him or she's gonna cheat on him. That's what usually happens. Or he's gonna end up sitting there like a bitch. She will never take him seriously.
Hassan, how old are you?
I just turned 30.
Okay, I thought you looked a little younger than that, but so what do you say about after the man leaves? The effects of the household being broken or whatnot.
Listen. My religion is different. When, like, let's say I divorce a wife, right? She goes home. It's not like over here we got to go to court and do fucking paperwork. So in our religion, you get 3 divorces. So let's say she acts the fuck up. I divorce her. I send her to her house to, get her act together, and her kids. The kids say, "Oh, I want mommy back." Okay, I can bring her back. Now she learned. After the 3rd time you divorce her, she's done. But usually we don't reach the 3rd, because after the first one, she learns her fucking lesson. You do this bullshit again, you're gone. You can bring her back, because over there you just got to bring the religious guy, married, her father, her family approves, we're good to go. And the thing about the kids, the kids always will go back to the father no matter what happens. When they're young, yeah, keep them with their mother. Let's say you're divorced. They stay with the younger they are, they need their mom. But once they get like a little bit older, 8, 9, they have to go back with their father. The father would do the discipline and all that shit. We don't have these problems. The kids will always go back to their dad, because the dad will discipline them. When they're younger, like 5, maybe 6 and younger, they have to stay with their mom. They need their mom until they're 7 or 8. Then they can go with the father. That's how it's done in Iraq mostly. Because the kids will always.
So you're saying don't necessarily divorce, but at least like separate. You would separate for a while until she gets her act together.
No. We divorce, because in the Islamic religion and law, it's like, like strike 3 and you're out.
So
like,
y'all got a lot of broken households in over there?
What I'm saying, we don't have that problem. Even if people get divorced, like it's half, it's not that high. Maybe like 1% out of 99. Like, that problem does not exist, because the moment the woman gets divorced, or the moment she acts, no one's gonna look at her the same no more. Like, oh, there's something wrong with this lady. So that's why the ladies act like ladies, because they don't want to end up like that. Now let's say that the 1% that do get divorced, some of them, not all of them, some of them might get lucky and marry some other guy. Let's say that girl marries a different guy and she has kids, right? In America, if the father wants to see his kids when they're broken up, he has to call, ask permission, may I have my kids? Or the judge tells you every Saturday and Sunday. We don't have that problem. If the father wants to see his kids, he will go and see his damn kids. All the woman needs to know, the kids is with her father. I'm taking them to McDonald's. I'm taking them to fucking Disneyland. That's none of your business. The kids is with their father. I'm taking them the fuck out. That's like, I'm not saying we don't have divorces, like, but it's very low. It's very rare. Like when we hear this baby mamas, like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, and the ones who get divorced, some of them, not all of them, get remarried. Because over there, the father is respected. But the difference now is, let's say the stepdaddy, if my ex-wife, let's say, and she has a stepdaddy, the father, he's talking to me. I'm not even talking to her no more, because we're not allowed to talk to the woman no more. She's no longer. All he needs to know and she needs to know, that the kids are going with their dad. That's it. Don't worry about what I'm taking them.
I'm kind of leaning to what the man was saying earlier. Like, I think you can get away with that and do that in your country, but once you let a country get as bad as America has gone, people are gonna be leaving their households left and right, bro. This shit's gonna be pandemonium.
Like I said earlier, like that's very low. We don't have these big. Everybody knows.
That's what I'm saying. It's a different culture.
Yeah. Tell people it's very hard for you. You got to go over there. You got to see it for your own eyes to understand. Because even my friends, my Mexican and American friends here I have, it's very hard for them to understand. They're looking at me like I'm crazy. I say, I can talk forever. We got to go on vacation. We got to go over there and see. Once you see, then you understand. Videos, none of that's going to make them understand. They got to leave. You got to go over there and see. If you don't want to go to Iraq, go to Egypt. That's maybe Egypt, Morocco, Algeria. You'll see you'll see it. You feel it. You'll understand.
Let me ask you this question.
Bottom line, Freezer, what he's saying is, here's what happened. They've been going by these rules for so long, and they never strayed away from them, like ever. So now it's to the point where it's in them, to where everyone follows the rules. Everybody knows what it is.
Right.
Of course, they're aware of the way things happen in the rest of the world, but in their country, in their society, in their tribes, and in their culture, everybody, for the most part, follows the rules. Like you said, you might have 1% out of 99, just 1% who just want to be defiant, but everyone looks at them like, all right, you want to go and be stupid? Go ahead and be stupid. It's just not tolerated, and they've been living that way for a very long time. So now it's kind of set in them, like this is the way it is. The wife takes care of the husband's needs. The husband takes care of the wife and the children, the whole family. It's not like, I don't want people to misunderstand it. It's not like the men over there are just sitting back, living like a king, doing whatever they want. No, those men work. Those men take care of their families. They take care of their kids and their wife, man. They do. The wives are very well taken care of, as best as those men can, to the best of their abilities. So, that's why it's such an insult when a woman disrespects a man, because he really is living to take care of his family. So to him, it's a big deal. You disrespect me, and I'm doing all of this for you,
right?
And this is how you treat me?
Nah. That's what I was saying, though. That's what I was saying. I agree. I agree with what Hassan's saying about his culture, but I think they can do that over there because that's their culture, and then if they move to America, they're bringing their culture over here with him. But America is so fucked up. Like, these niggas would be leaving these women left and right if it was because of that, bro. I'm saying, like, the women over here, in all due fairness, is not like the women over there with Hassan. But I think what Hassan is saying, we've gotten too soft, and that's why America has gotten its fucked up.
We have. He's right.
Yeah.
We have gotten too soft. And here's the thing. That's why you got men over here going to Iraq and Saudi Arabia looking for women over there. You know what I'm saying? That's why.
Listen, Hassan.
The thing is, we for the most part, he's right. We let it go on too long.
Yeah, he right.
And we got too lax and too lazy. You know what I'm saying? So
listen, I want to segue into this. Actually, the super chat I'm about to read is going to segue into it. I want to ask Hassan this too.
Super chat.
So Ennis Luby said, first with the $5 ball. I appreciate you, Ennis Luby, for real. With the $5 ball, he said, first time tuning in, I got no time for these big women. Health is wealth. I be trying to get every woman I meet that's overweight in the gym. That's what I was saying. I was saying, listen, if they working towards something, if they overweight, but if they working towards, if you can see, you know, like if you can see like them going to the gym and a healthy practice of them trying to lose some weight and they're focused on losing weight and they're in the right mindset. A lot of these dudes out here capping, especially if a woman is built proportional wise. Okay, so my question to her son is, do y'all care about that over there? I'm saying, is that a big thing? Do y'all care about a woman being overweight in your culture?
Not depends on the guy really, because majority they like the how you say not skinny like and not fat, but
Thick.
like thick. You know,
Yeah.
depends on the
It
guy.
have a
Really.
little meat on their bones.
There's few guys, like I said, like unless he's desperate, but that's not a really big issue because we don't really think about it like that. But some guys do. Depends on the guy. Every guy is different. But for me, no, I don't want a fat one. I'm sorry.
But what I'm saying is that's not a issue as far as like let's just say if a woman is 200 pounds, she's not gonna get shamed, is she? Over there where y'all at?
No, because again, the culture that I come from, we don't shame men. Even if you, we don't shame you on what you work. We look at it. You have a job, or she's fat, or she. We don't do that. We shame you on how you act. We put you in your place what you do. If you do stupid shit, we shame you, then we put you in your place. These problems are not really big in Iraq. But again, depends on the guy you talk. Maybe some guys say, I like a big girl. And some guys will say, fuck no. Depends. It really depends. Like I can't, for me, it's a big no. Like, no, I'm not doing that. But, because shaming, we can't shame people over there unless they acting wrong or they doing fuckery shit. It's like my grandpa used to say, never shame a man unless see how he treats his wife. The only time you shame a man is the way he treats his wife and kids. And
no, I'm not talking about. Wait. I'm not talking about shaming men. I'm talking about women. If a woman is overweight, and let's just say she's not obese. I'm not talking about obese. I ain't talking about fat. I'm talking about like if she like 200 pounds, 210, let's say pushing 225 or something like that. Are men like just leaving those women alone? Or if they're abiding by the culture, if they're obedient, is it a big deal? Will those women still get wifed up? Will men still date those women?
Yeah, they get wifed up, but that's like she's not gonna get a millionaire or like the successful one. She's probably gonna work like the only ones that will probably marry her, the ones work regular jobs. She will get wifed up eventually, but not what she expects though. So she got to work with what she can get out of it.
Gail say 200 pounds is obese, Freezy.
It's here for the thug.
So this is my thing. It depends on your body makeup, right? Like if you like taller on the taller side, let's just say if you like 5'10", right? 5'9", 5'10", something like that. 200 pounds, yeah, you can stand to lose some weight, but you can wear it better. You know what I'm saying? And then another thing, a lot of women they carry their weight in the right places. And I don't think men mind that. What you guys think? What you guys think about
that? Again, like guy has his type, Like we can say don't date obesity or 200 pounds or whatever. Hey, some guys might get into it, or they're really desperate, like they need a girlfriend or wife. They might go for it. That's my opinion. But It depends on the guy, really. Some guys will like it. Like, hey, I don't mind it. All right, do your thing. I'm not, but it doesn't work for me though. But
What about you? What about you, Drelly? Would you date a woman that's over 200 pounds?
I have dated a woman over 200 pounds.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. See, let's just keep it 100. That's all I'm saying.
I dated a few of them. You know what I'm saying? That was over 200 pounds. But the way they held the weight, you couldn't tell.
Right.
Seriously, unless they stepped on the scale, I wouldn't know. You know what I'm saying? It's just the way their body held the weight, dude. It was quite nice, actually.
And see, that's what I was trying to say on Anton's show. I was like, but they was crucifying me in the chest. They was like, hey, no, hell no, Freezy. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, man, you niggas is lying. I'm telling you.
How many of those guys are dated women over 200 pounds, Freezy? They probably got one right now. You know what I'm saying? They probably got one 300 pounds.
Dog, them niggas is lying. Them niggas be lying on these panels,
man. They're lying.
I'm telling you. They're full of cap.
Yeah. My thing is like people have asked me about my experience in the Middle East. I'm like, I mean, apart from a few things here and there, they're just like us. Like the guys like the same kind of women. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like what he's describing. Like if they're heavier women like that, she'll get a regular working class guy. She's not going to get a millionaire though. You know what I'm saying? I mean, millionaires go for, cream of the crop, the baddies.
Right.
It's the same way it works over there in the Middle East, man. I mean, it's, you get what you can afford. You know what I mean? And it's just people.
What you got to say?
So there's to it. Like that. That's all I can say. They're just people.
Because again, a lot of people have been brainwashed for the last 20, 30 years about us. Like, hey, we're not savages.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, calm down. Like, we're people, but the difference is between our cult, we don't like to be messed with. Like, we don't like people interfering in our business and stuff and trying to fuck. Because we will fight back. It's not like, but we try to be. And here's another thing about America I learned. Most people, like, you're trying to show respect, you're trying to show honor. The problem is they see that as weakness, and then like you're sucking up to that. I said, wait a minute, this is not weakness. This is forget the Muslim world for a second. The Chinese, the Mongolians, the Russians, the Africans in Africa. This is how we treat each other. We respect one, even though we can dislike each other or disagree with each other, but we got to be respectful. That's the one thing keeping all this together. But in America, sadly, a lot of people, I even noticed it in the streets and stuff, they see that as weakness. Oh, you're sucking up to me. Like, no, I'm not sucking up to you. Trust me. I'm just being respectful. That's my culture. Like, it's all fucked up, but like, I'm trying to, even my friends, I'm like, are you sucking up to me? I said, fuck no. But this is how we are. If you come to my house, we're gonna feed you, welcome. It's like different vibes. Like, people don't understand that. Like, it's just a different world.
They will feed the fuck out of you, man.
What's that? Who that?
They'll feed the Iraqi people in the Middle East, period. They will feed you and feed you and feed you, man. Listen, you gonna eat. If they invite you to your house, you gonna eat a lot.
Iraqi people?
They will they will feed you until you're full, man. I kid you not.
But this my thing. This my thing.
Like I said, I met some real cool people man.
Like world class say 155 to 160. That's not a bad weight, right? Me myself,
not a bad weight at all.
It's not a bad weight, but my thing is this: it depends on the height, right? And then another thing is this: like, I like a little jiggle. I like a little jello to my,
You like a little jello on that toast, don't it, Free?
Yeah, man. Not jam, jelly.
No Cap-tivity.
Yeah, Hassan, you know what I'm talking about. Come on, man.
Hey, look, Freezy. I ain't gonna lie. It is nice. I mean, my lady is not like that. She's athletic, toned. You know what I'm saying? But I know what you're talking about, Freezy.
But the thing about it is, you can lift and make that like your target. Like, listen, I when I used to go to the gym, I used to see sometimes I was run into women that was like, wait, no lie, this is no lie, 225, but solid.
You can't tell unless it's still on the
You
scale.
can't tell, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. People like, no, she's 100 pounds. How would you know? And if it looks good enough to attract you to ask her out, why would you want that to change? She's clearly doing something right.
And then we gotta also, like, let's just say, like, she don't have to be fat to weigh 225. She could be a lot of muscle, legs. Women carry a lot of weight in their lower body.
Yeah, they do.
I think so more than men. So, like a lot of these women, you want, like you said, man, Drew, you won't be able to tell because a lot of these women are bottom heavy. We don't talk about these things on these panels. We always, now, I believe, like, world class, I believe because of how he carry himself. But most of these niggas, dog, these niggas is capping. They not cuffing no woman that, the perfect weight woman, like a woman that's like 140. No, I just don't believe it.
Freezy, speak for yourself. On her heavy days, my girl is 135.
Well, okay, but you done already let the cat out the bag and said you have dated.
Yeah. So to me, it just the whole weight thing. Does it look good? Yes. Okay. Let's go with it. That's my thing. Does it look good? Yeah. No one I care. Until it becomes a health scare. You know what I'm saying? If it's causing health problems, her carrying the weight, that's why I would want her to lose weight or get in shape or something like that because of health reasons. If I'm going to be with you, I'm trying to live forever. I'm trying to be immortal. That's what I'm trying to do. Okay. Might not happen, but I'm damn sure going to try. So I'm going to stay in shape long time. I need you to be around at least a while until you die of old age.
Okay. So look what World Class just said. This is what I said on Anton's channel. That's what I said. I said, World Class said I'd help her get her health together before we get together.
Why before you get together, man? Why wait that long?
That's exactly what I said. But these niggas they told me, no, hell no, I ain't wasting no time. No, she need to get it together.
Here's the thing, Freezy. You're over there talking to a bunch of virgins. Okay. So, I mean, Anton, I don't see why. Shout out to Anton Daniels, man. Listen, I don't know why I think Anton knows that it's kind of a waste of his time. He knows that these guys are not going to put anything to action. He has to know by now. Like, it seems like Anton's the only person who's put things into action. He's given the blueprint to people to follow. It's not the blueprint, but a blueprint at least. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's following his blueprint. None of the men are following his blueprint. It's just like, what do you? And I think Anton realizes that, well, hey, listen, I've done as much as I can do. Either they're going to follow it or not. And if they're not going to follow, let them keep losing.
See, this is a realistic answer right here. My boy DJE Thugger said 200 max.
No Cap-tivity.
See, I can fuck with DJE Thugger because let me tell you why. And this ain't listen, y'all gonna troll me after this, but
Freezy.
If I had a choice, if I seen two women walking together, and I had to pick, one woman was like, let's just say one woman was like, let's just say like 135, like you say yours, Madriel. And then
that's during, how certain times of the year you get heavier than others?
Yeah.
That's her during the heavy season.
Okay, but this is what I'm saying. If I seen a woman that's 135 and then I seen another woman that's 185 and both of them, like, bro, I'm going with the 185.
No Cap-tivity.
I'm going with that 180. Not a one. Okay, 135, 140. She just got to have she got to be well endowed. I don't like all that model. She got to have some. I like ass, man.
No
Son, you don't like no ass. You don't like ass, huh, son? Huh? That's
Freezy, you just came. You realize how you just came out of nowhere there with that, right? Man, you know, all this stuff, man, I like ass, man.
No captivity.
I do too. I feel you on that, Freezy. And mine has one, a very nice one. So I feel you on that, Freezy. I'm just saying.
No captivity.
It was your delivery, man. That shit was funny because you was talking like normal. Then all of a sudden you just came out with that. It just
man, Drill, you know I got Tourette's, man.
This one here for the thug.
Hassan, what you think about that, man? Like, what's too big for you, Hassan?
Well, too big is like maybe 190 and up. But again, we're being honest. Every guy has his type. We can put a number out there. Oh, I like a skinny. Once you see like, damn, she's pretty. Every guy knows what his type is. If you see it, like. But for me personally, like I will not date a girl 200 pounds or more. Maybe 190 and less. Maybe if she looks good. If she, everybody has their type. This is my type. For me, it's like 140 to 190. No below, no higher. But
okay.
Hey, but if she's pretty and she's 135, 130 pounds. Or like, let's say she's 195 and she really looks good. Why not? I'll take my shot with her.
Okay,
and we're being honest.
So I see Cajun Darkfire. Cajun Darkfire say, "I'm sorry, bro. There are plenty of petite women that have ass. I know that, Cajun Darkfire. But listen, Cajun Darkfire, you ain't no small guy yourself now. But what I'm saying is this: I need you to join the panel. Hit the link, Cajun Darkfire. Hit the link, cause we gotta talk now. You telling me that you don't think a woman can look good carrying 200-pound, 190 that has a small, and she still got her waist is relatively small, and she got a nice size breast, nice size ass. Really, I don't even care about the breast. I just need the ass. I'm trying to.
No captivity.
You feel me, Hassan? Shit. But listen, what I'm saying is this, Cajun Darkfire. Let's just be realistic, man. A lot of these, you listen. I don't go to strip club, but a lot of y'all favorite strippers is well endowed and would be considered overweight with the bullet wounds. You feel what I'm saying? With the bullet wounds in the damn leg. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Them women be having bullet wounds in their booty. Hassan, you know what I'm talking about, dog. Come on now.
No captivity.
And
they be having bullet wounds where Freezy.
in their booty.
No captivity.
And these guys acting like they pretending like they don't know what Freezy talking about. Y'all get up here on these goddamn panels and y'all act like y'all don't, listen, that's why I know YouTube be putting the goddamn trance on you niggas. Because I'm telling you right now, when y'all favorite stripper, y'all favorite video girl, I guarantee you, y'all following a 210-pound IG model right now today. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you 90% of these guys is following a 210-pound IG model. And I bet all your money in your pocket right now. Bet everything.
This one here for the thug.
I guarantee y'all here. But see, they ain't gonna admit that shit on these platforms. Because see, they be trying to follow the lead of Kevin Samuels and all these guys. But Freezy gonna be Freezy everywhere. Freezy gonna be goddamn Freezy.
No
I don't give a damn
captivity.
what y'all say. See, y'all done let me. I wasn't supposed to be taking off this goddamn late. Too late for this shit. Feel what I'm saying?
Speaking of which, I'm finna go to sleep because I got to be up in 2.5 hours, Freezy.
I appreciate you, bro.
I was tired. Listen, like Shamari and I both was like dog tired trying to do that show today. You know what I'm saying? And I'm up at 2:00. Insomnia. It is a bitch. But
listen, I really appreciate all y'all. I didn't know. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I didn't know that many. Listen, I'm gonna start doing late night with Freezy too. I did it before. My boy Mandrell was with me. My boy Mandrell was with me on the first late night with Freezy. That one with Anna, I think, and Angry Man. Shout out to Anna and Angry Man, man.
No Cap-tivity.
But yeah, I'm gonna do late night with Freezy because I like this. And y'all fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? And then listen. I'm going live before y'all go to bed. Hold on, listen, how many? We got 23. Before y'all go any fucking well, we going live tomorrow. I mean, no, today. Today at 5:00, right? We talking about colorism. Colorism. That's going to be a great topic, okay?
That actually is, yeah.
Yes, we're talking about colorism, and we're gonna infuse colorism with racism. And I got a couple of videos that we're going to reference. Okay? No Cap-tivity with Freezy, man. I want to shout out all my mods. I want to shout out Lady Nevo. I want to shout out Gail. I want to shout out the Mod Father in the building. Wally in the building. I want to shout out all my mods, man. Okay? I want to shout out World Class, my dog for showing up. I want to shout out all the No Cap crew. Von Bryant in the building. I want to shout out Von Bryant, okay? Listen, I love y'all, man. I want y'all to keep in mind that No Cap-tivity with Freezy. Hold on, somebody was just finna come up. If you was finna call in, I'll talk to you. But listen. Mandrell finna go. I think her son, if you gonna call in, I'll talk to you for a couple of minutes. I ain't going nowhere just yet. Listen, call in, but I'm giving people shout out. Okay, hold on 1 second. Hold on. Cause see, Cajun Darkfire up here lining going on. Cajun Darkfire.
I'm gonna hit off Freezy.
Okay, bro. I love you, man. Love you, bro.
Love you too, man. Keep up the good work, man. Son,
sure.
Nice meeting you, man.
For sure. Cajun Darkfire, listen, man. Cajun Darkfire. You telling me, dog, that hold on, let me get let me see. I think is Mandrell still on here? Hold on, let me take y'all down and bring y'all back up. No, I ain't got to do that. I can just we got it's 3 people, so I can put us on the other screen. Hold on. Yeah. All right. We can go back to this screen. I got you, Cajun Darkfire.
Go.
Hold on, let me bring my boy Hassan. He a veteran now, so let me bring my boy Hassan, and then let me put So Cajun Darkfire, listen. You telling me you won't beat the brakes off a 200-pound stallion?
No Cap-tivity.
Is that what you saying?
Nah, bro. I said I done done it, been done that. I mean, it's
okay. Bring it back home now. Come on.
I just prefer petite women. That's the way I am. But I'm like, because I'm really attracted to petite women. But if a big woman like that, small waist, everything thick, everything out where you can see it, it's like that around me, and I said, man, I'm gonna go ahead and do what I do. I'm like, regardless.
DGE Thugger, the link is pinned to the top of the chat. All you gotta do is hit the link at the top of the chat, and you can come on in, my brother. We're a family. No Cap-tivity with Freezy.
No Cap-tivity.
All I was saying is this, Cajun Darkfire. Listen, man, niggas be capping, dog.
Yeah, they sure do.
I'm just saying, though, listen, okay. Listen. I think the smallest I would fuck with is like 140. Something like that.
That ain't bad.
That's the smallest I'll fuck with, about 140, something like that. But bro, I like jiggle. I like jiggle, dog.
Make a booty jiggle, dude.
Yeah, I like bullet wounds and that stuff look nice.
No Cap-tivity.
You don't like bullet wounds?
Smiles, bro, when you see all that. I'm like,
hey, Hassan, you listen. Y'all ain't got no bullet wounds in the Middle East.
Bullet wounds? Well, what do you mean?
You know
You
them
talking about
dents.
your ladies, man.
Cut your phone down a little bit, Hassan. Cut it down just a little bit.
Is it good now?
Cut it down some more because you got feedback.
What about now?
That's a little better. What I mean by bullet wounds is you know when a woman is a little, she got some cellulite. You know what cellulite is? You know what cellulite is?
No.
Okay, like if a woman's like if you look at a woman's butt and you see like dimples. You know the little dimples and dents and stuff in a woman's butt. Her skin ain't smooth. She got like little indentures in her skin because she's a little overweight.
Talk about if you put your hand back for about 5 minutes, man, you can see your hand.
Y'all ain't got that. Y'all ain't got that in the Middle East.
Oh shit.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Freezy.
Did you hear what I said?
No, I'm pretty sure we have those. But again, over there, the only difference is like everybody's like covered up, you know?
Oh,
like
okay.
you know, that's the difference.
So you ain't
like,
never seen a woman like that? You ain't never had sex with a woman like that?
No, you're not allowed to have sex until marriage.
Oh,
until you're married.
so y'all don't be doing no freelance fucking over there. Huh?
No. But what I'm saying is, even if they do, if they get caught, they're fucked. Like they keep it on the hush. But that's like very, like 1%, maybe half of that out of 99%. You know, like we don't. I'm not saying we're like perfect. We have these problems, but it's very rare. And if you do doing this stuff and you get caught, that's on you. You know, they will make an example out of you.
Oh, man. I mean, not go there anytime soon.
Dogfire, cut your phone down. You on your phone or your laptop?
I'm on my tablet.
You on your what?
I'm on my tablet.
Yeah, cut it down a little bit.
Yeah, look, like I said, with the guys, like everybody has their type. I'm not shaming you. I'm not making. Everybody has their type. It is what it is, you know. If you like overweight women, hey, that's good for you, I guess.
You ain't no virgin, is you? You a virgin, Hassan?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, of course. In my religion, you have to.
You a
until
virgin?
Marriage. Yeah, I'm not married yet.
Wait, man, stop lying, Hassan.
No Cap-tivity.
Hassan, you 30 years old.
Yeah, I know. I'm not, because I'm not married yet. Look, in our culture and our religion.
Wait, hold on, Hassan.
Listen. I get it. In our culture and our religion, this is normal. I get it in America, that's not normal. But if you go over there, you know, Freezy, we should go to trip to Iraq. I'll show you what the fuck I'm talking about. Because you got to see it with your own eyes.
Hassan, you ain't never had no coochie?
I mean, I kissed a girl, but that's about it.
No.
You
got excited?
Yeah, it was cool, but no, because if we're being honest, if I'm being honest, you can't do it until marriage, you know.
Especially
in my culture, that's normal. Like I get it in America, that's not normal.
So y'all strict on the men like that too?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's not just the woman, the man and the woman. You have to be respectful.
I never knew that, bro. I never knew that, bro.
Yeah, it's the religion, it's the culture, is where we come from.
Damn, that's crazy. So do you got?
Yeah. Doesn't mean the rules are just for the woman. It's for the man too. But that's why I'm saying you got to be respectful of it, because they don't play around with this. Because let's say you sleep with one of our women.
Before you keep going, let's do this, cause this shit killing me. Let's do this. Hold on, let me mute everybody to see where it's coming from. Okay, let me cut this background music out because I think that's what. Okay, Hassan, it's definitely you, but I don't know if you got like you got some headphones.
No, why? No, I don't have headphones.
Okay, this is what I need you to do. I need you. How far down is your volume on your phone?
Fuck. It's very low right now.
It is.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what the problem could be. It's it's okay.
Well, you think you think I should put headphones on? Maybe it would be better.
Yeah. If you got headphones, it'll eliminate it.
Yeah, I was trying to put my earbuds on, but for some reason when I come on your panel, man, it just knock them out. And somebody doing a rain dance?
Bro, that's crazy. Let me see.
How about now?
That's man. From now on, you should have been had them motherfuckers. I asked you if you had headphones. You said no.
What happened?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Yeah, I asked you if you had headphones. You said no.
No, I do have. But I said, would it be better with headphones?
Yes.
Like, okay.
Yeah, that's much better. So you're a virgin. Damn.
Is it part of his religion, man?
It's nothing to be. Well, if you go to my people, it's nothing to be shamed. Like they'll look at you crazy. You know how you looking at me crazy? They'll look at you crazy. Like that's normal.
That's
well,
true.
I don't think it's nothing to be ashamed of. I think that
No. I'm just saying, like in general, you know.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, I think that's awesome. You know.
Well, yeah, because like for example, in my if they catch you sleeping with a girl, you have one option. You have to marry her. There is no I don't want to. Is a one night stand. You're getting married, or you're gonna get fucked up. You pick which one you want: marriage, or either you're gonna end up crippled or in the grave. They don't play that. You know that's why you gotta wait till marriage.
So if you had sex, if they caught you, a man having sex before marriage, you would get fucked up.
Oh yeah. But now, see, here's the thing, though. They'll ask the girl, "Did he rape you?" If she says yes, you're
say
fucked.
Grape. Say grape. Don't say the R word. Say grape. YouTube is sensitive
grape.
about that.
Okay, if she they ask the girl, if he grape you and she says yes, you're a fuck. Now, if she says no, then your options are the grave or you're gonna get married. So you pick. You know how in America you have the right to choose? They'll let you choose. Over there, pick which one you want, because that's why people wait until marriage. Because over there they say all women are not cheap. Like, what the hell are you doing? You can be a baller, you know.
So basically, I think that's beautiful, bro. I think that's beautiful because like I think if two people can come together and both people are pure, and nobody has been touched, I think it's very beautiful when it comes to women.
Is that music coming from you?
Yeah, I'm playing background music.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
You like that?
Yeah, it's nice.
Okay. See, I got you, dog. I got you. But yeah, what I was saying is that I think that's beautiful, especially when dealing with women. Because it's always good to have a woman as pure as possible, right?
But just a reminder, though, this is not just the Muslims, though. This is the Christians, the everybody in Iraq. It's not just
really?
a Muslim thing. Yeah, the Christians are like that.
So the
the
Christians,
Catholic.
wait. So the Christians They will kill your ass if you. I mean, they will punish you if.
Well, yeah, because they are our culture. They are my people. They're Arabs. They're Syrian. Because Arab is not just Muslim. Arab could be a Christian too, or Jew. There's Arab Jews. There's Arab Christians. That's what people get it confused. True, we're all like that place, Iraq. We're all the same, except they're Jews, they're Muslim, they're Christian. Like if you go right now sleep, I mean, with a sleep with a Christian girl, they will fuck you up. Like that shit is not gonna. But the only difference is the Christian women in Iraq, like they probably wear a dress, short shorts. That's okay in their culture, the Christians at least. But they will not let it go that far though. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, so let's say if a Christian woman has a shorter dress on than say a Muslim woman.
Yeah.
Can a Christian woman be mistaken for a Muslim woman and they hurt her?
No, because like I said, everybody's in their own areas. Like over here, like how you say neighborhoods. Like, oh, this is the Muslim area, this is the Christian area. Everybody passes by, and the women have the cross. Oh, she's a Christian, okay. But like like she'll probably cover to her arm, you know, like she's not showing her. I'm not saying that she's showing her titties and like short shorts. No, I'm not saying that. Like a skirt, maybe all the way to her knees at least, you know. Like you can tell between
like
you know.
50s?
Yeah, like, you know, people go to church.
Man, I think that's beautiful, man. I think I wish that any man that can meet a virgin, that's like gold. You know?
But again, this is not just in Iraq. You can go to North Africa, China, Mongolia, that part of the world, you know, because we're so close to each other. You know, if you want to stick to your black women, you can go to Africa. You can find a lot of virgins in North Africa, East Africa too. You know.
So what about this?
Good to know.
What if a Middle Eastern man gets caught masturbating? Is that against y'all religion too?
Yeah, you're not supposed to do that, but some do. You know, like they do it behind closed doors. I'm not. Again, like people do what men do. I'm not saying we don't do that. They do it, but they do it behind like. They don't do it in public like everybody here. You know, they do it on the quiet. They shut up about it. You know, we don't like to let our business out there. You know, like in America.
Right. It's very private.
Yeah. That's your own thing. What you have going on, that's what you have. And over there is very different. Like again, like people working, you know, this guy like sells tomatoes. Like we never shame man on what you work. This is like an American thing. Like at least he's working. Like I remember my friend said, "Look, he works at McDonald's," and I looked at him. At least he has a job. Like what you want him to steal? If that's on him. If he wants to better himself, that's on him. He listens. He doesn't. What are you gonna do? You can't. Not everybody's gonna be millionaires, but at least he has a job. You know. So at least appreciate that. But again, the mentality in America is way fucked up, you know. So
that has been programmed, bro. You know, we all have, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean,
ain't something else.
Because again, if we're being honest, it started with the white people, and they start dragging the blacks and the Hispanics and the others, you know. But it got bad, you know. If we're being honest, and that's the. You know.
Let me hold on. Let me put my dog over here. Let me see something. So listen. So that's interesting, bro. I'm gonna tell you the truth, bro. You the way you describing where you live. I mean, you stay in America, right? Now, right?
Yeah, I'm in America right now.
How long you been in America?
22 years now.
Oh, so man, you're a fucking American, man.
No Cap-tivity.
You've been a virgin.
Yeah.
You've been a virgin.
I'm a U.S. citizen.
you been a virgin for that in America for that long?
Hey, I gotta stay true to my religion. It doesn't matter where you're at. You gotta, because like they say, God is always watching. You gotta follow Allah commandments. You know, you gotta follow. God is always watching. You can't. What you gonna? I can. We can lie to each other. We're humans. I can trick you. You can trick me. Whatever. But we can't lie to God. You know. What we gonna tell him?
Man, hey man, I take my hat off
My
to you,
bad.
man. You know, I'm just saying.
You know,
Bro,
just be. Look, and this is why
you couldn't have hung. You
sometimes
couldn't
we
have hung
have.
out. You couldn't have hung out with Freezy if we was the same age.
No
You could
Cap-tivity.
not have hung out with me. I would have
you would've
corrupted you,
pushed me
dog.
to
I'm
it.
telling you. Shit.
No.
Hey, bro, I gotta be a
No,
hermit until I get married. I'm telling you, I gotta be a hermit. I'm sorry.
Because I had friends too, Hispanics, Christian friends. They do this stuff, but I never did it. You know, I say this. My religion doesn't accept it.
Right on.
Because again, I come from a tribe. That's why I gotta do better for me, especially when I'm in America. Because I can't go back and tell them I've been working McDonald's. That's an embarrassing. Because you see, believe it or not, because my tribe, we have a big role in the Middle East. I'm saying, my uncle used to be a governor. Fucking half of my tribe, either military, police, doing government shit. I come from a serious background. Like our tribe is in Iraq, is in North Africa too. Like some parts of Libya, Morocco. The royal family in Qatar, in Doha, they're the same tribe as me. Al Tamimi, we even have our own Wikipedia.
Wow.
So our tribe plays a big role in the Middle East. My tribe, you know, and the we take our tribe, religion, culture very seriously. That's why it's very hard. Because again, for Americans, this is why it's so hard for them to understand. Because they never left the country. True, they travel from LA to Miami to Vegas to fucking San Francisco, but they never left the country. That's why they never could. The ones who have traveled outside, been to Japan, Mongolia, Eastern Europe, they could relate what the fuck I'm talking about. If you never left the country, you're never gonna understand it. No matter how hard I'm trying to explain to you. That's why you guys got to travel more.
Class, do
Hey,
you
man,
think?
I mean, I'm glad
Go
I'm
ahead,
one
Dog
of the
Fire, because I
people
want to
that
get
actually
world class in there
understand
too.
that.
Go ahead. What you say, Dog Fire?
I said, I'm glad I'm one of the people that actually understand where you're coming from. Because I'm not a virgin, but in the same token, I wanted to be. It just had circumstances that happened to where I found myself on the other side.
Dog Fire, you were fucking the shit out them hoes.
No Cap-tivity.
Guilty. Guilty as charged, bro.
Class, what's up, man? No.
Apparently, yeah, because I just woke up.
Hey, so listen, you do you think these niggas capping around here? I believe you, cause see, I done talked to you long enough. I believe that you have a strict quota when it come to women, but do you think most of these guys is capping around when it come to women's size? Like these guys telling me, they tried to shun me and say, Freezy, you out your rabbit ass mind. Fuck that shit. We is not fucking with no woman that's 200 pounds. What you think about that, man? You think these niggas capping or what?
You was on Anton Damage, Shane?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Absolutely.
Say absolutely.
No Cap-tivity.
Absolutely. Because it's two things. Is what they want, and it's just like what they're getting. You know what I mean? And like Lady Navoy was asking me in the chat. She was like, she asked me the same thing. I mean, she asked me the question of the night, and I'm like, well, in this country, you don't have no choice because 80% of them are fat. So you're gonna date a fat chick. You don't really have a choice. So I mean, they could want it all day, but if you're fat and you're asking her to be not to be fat, you're dumb because that doesn't make sense.
That's being hypocritical.
So That's my problem with that.
So okay, so Gail made a great comment. She said Island Girl is over 200 pounds and looks great. What y'all think about Island Girl? Is she overweight for y'all?
Island Girl is also 5'10", 5'11".
Right, that's what I was saying.
Well, height, man, just depicts how you really look. So I wouldn't have no problem with it.
Yeah, I mean,
I know
when you throw
goddamn
out,
well you won't have no goddamn problem with it.
No captivity.
when you throw out just a random weight like that, it guarantees makes it wrong, because you got girls like Island Girl and 6. It's like 200 pounds on 6 in Island Girl because they're 5'10", 5. 6 is 6 feet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Island Girl is at least 5'10". That's really not going to apply like it would for a chick that's 5 feet. 200 pounds on a 5-foot girl is damn near morbid obesity. So just randomly saying that doesn't really make any sense.
What about,
you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so what about, I hear a lot of women say they don't see the potential. They're not dealing with potential with men. They're not trying to see potential. They need a man to be ready or whatnot. When it comes to, what'd you say, bro, Claire?
That's a lie. That's like the men cabin. They just say that because they're in public, and they want to be known to be with this whatever the fad at the time. That shit ain't real.
Okay, so let's do it. Let's flip it on the flip side. Do you think men more so will give women grace? Let's just say if they see, I said, I'm gonna go extreme, guys. Okay, to a woman that's 250, but she's gorgeous in the face. She's beautiful. Like you could tell that if she lost weight, and she's very well proportionate. Her waist is much smaller than her upper body and her lower body.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think men will be more forgiving if they run across a lady like that? And will they entertain this woman? 250.
Yeah. Like, let's use the same example. Like 250 on Island Girl Q, it's not gonna bother you because it's solely because of how she's shaped. Like, she has a crazy shape. Her shape is ridiculous, actually. So it's not gonna bother her. But if it's on another type, I ain't gonna use no other example. But if it's not on somebody shaped like her, which is the point, like we say, I like.
I think I know who you was finna say, Nova. I think
I ain't say nobody else.
No captivity.
I can say anything. I just told my first word.
Talk about Lizzo.
You have a chick. Like we say, I want a chick that's thick, and now chicks think you need to be thick. No, it's not that you thick. It's really just the shape. I like a chick that's fat. Fat is the shape. Thick is the size. So I like the figure. You know what I mean? So we'll tolerate weight a little bit more when it has that figure, like an Island Girl Q figure. But at the end of the day, that type of just broad statement, 250 or 200 really doesn't make any sense. Now, I put it in context. I'm 5'11". I range from anywhere from 155 to 160. I'm 37.
You smaller than me, brother.
I got a certain type of lifestyle. If I'm dealing with a chick that's 250, if she 250, her face probably like an 8 or 9. It's relative. Just put it like that. When guys put it out of context.
That's the point I'm trying to make.
Oh, my bad. I don't know if you're talking about.
No. I'm saying what you just said is exactly what I was trying to say. Hey, Just J, can you do me a favor? Just J, hit the link. Can you just hit the link for like 5 minutes? I just want to ask you a question. I want to ask you one question, and then you can answer the question and drop down. Listen, it's an honest question. It ain't no funny business. Please, could you hit the link? Because I want to ask you a question as a woman on your side of the game. But yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, bro, man, Just Jay, stop. Can you stop? Don't do that. Hit the link. Just hit the link, Just Jay. I want to ask you a question. For real, I want to ask you a question. You know, I ain't trying to put you on the spot. I just want to ask you a question. It's pertaining to the subject that we talking about, right? So,
oh boy,
so basically,
Go ahead. Go ahead, Freddie.
No,
Yeah.
what I was saying is this: like me, I'm gonna just keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I don't even like no skinny chick. You know what I'm saying? I don't. I mean, listen, I understand. You know, we live in a society. Like, first of all, I don't even think that's a thing no more. Hold on, let me bring my girl up here.
You don't think it's a thing?
Is this Just Jay?
How may I help you, sir? This
Okay,
is
this is
me.
what I
How may
got.
I
I
help
gotta
you?
ask you
I'm in
this right
bed.
here.
What do you want? I'm here.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you this.
What's
So
up,
you,
Justin?
I seen like I think I heard you. I think I seen you say earlier, or probably on another platform, that you're not on this like you wouldn't call yourself petite. You're more like a thicker sized woman, right?
I've never said nothing like that. You probably heard me say I'm fat. I've been fat my whole life. What we doing?
Okay. Well, you know you fat. And I ain't gonna call you fat, but I'm just saying. Okay, this right here.
Which one,
I
the
could care
PhD or
less.
the F?
That's the difference with me though. But go ahead.
So when you from your experience, do guys be getting at you in when you leave out your house, go to the grocery store or some, or let's just say on social media in your inbox, in your IG or your messenger or whatnot? Do you still get guys trying to get at you?
Well, where I live, I'm in the boonies, so I wouldn't necessarily count that because like I'm the only person that look like me that I'll see all day chocolate wise. And it's a pretty family oriented space. Like it's pretty rural here. But online, yeah, DMs always gonna reflect different than what these niggas talking about. But
I
whatever.
told y'all.
No captivity.
I told. Listen, man.
It'll never happen to me.
How often do niggas be trying to holler? Just Jay.
Even in these spaces, it's pretty regular. I mean, what they call it? Keeping rosters. I got a roster if that's.
See what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I
That's
got a
better.
roster if that's what
See,
you're
you just
asking.
proved my point, man. I said, shoot,
Right.
big woman can get whatever, but a big
But
dude,
Dark
him, him.
Five.
I won't necessarily say get whatever, right? Because this is the thing. I don't, because I've said this today, because they've been talking about the whole Brittany Renner thing, whatever, whatever. I consider myself an attractive woman. I don't consider myself a baddie, right? There's
Right.
levels to this, and I understand that people like what they like. I'm not one of these type women that feel away if somebody don't like me. Shit, move the fuck around. It's
Right.
pretty simple for me. But I do consider myself attractive. I'm not a baddie as far as like body wise. But yeah, I mean the DMs is always gonna reflect different than what a lot of these dudes say. From my
No
personal
doubt.
experience, like I say, I've been big my whole life. There are some guys who like big women, right? But they be embarrassed even in these spaces. Sometimes dudes won't say nothing because they be worried about what other men gonna say. But you already know how that go. Y'all got homeboys that like big chicks, but he don't necessarily want to admit it or he be embarrassed. You feel me? So that's
So,
why
don't
I
give a
don't
damn
feel
about
away.
what they say, bro.
But
Just
what
do
you
what you do.
What?
I would have told him, man, bro, don't give a damn about anybody what they say, what you like. You like what you like.
That's
If
how I
you
feel,
don't,
but we know a lot of dudes be pressed by what they homeboys think. But that it is what it
and they need
is.
to get out their head for that. I'm being honest.
Well, that's a lot of guys. I would say that's most men though, to be honest with you.
I'm one of the men that say I don't give a damn what you think. If I date a toothpick or a doggone whale, I'm gonna date it regardless. It's my preference. I prefer a certain amount of a certain kind of woman. If I can't get her,
What
then
other
I'm gonna
questions you
date.
got, Freeze?
just
Because I get tired of
just
talking about this fat shit all day.
just,
Yeah, I don't
No,
just,
first
understand
of
niggas
all, we
want to
was
talk
not
about fat
talking
shit
about no damn
all
fat
day.
shit.
No
just you be on
captivity.
you
I
be
mean,
having on
like, this
panels.
shit be wearing me out. Like, it be dudes in these spaces talking about fat women for 3 hours and they can't stand fat women. Like, make it make sense. That's like me
Man,
worrying
listen,
about ugly ass
I'm a
niggas with little dicks. Make it make sense. Make it
Just
make
Jay.
sense. What we
I'm gonna
doing?
be honest with you.
The fuck?
If I have to grab you, I like for my hand to feel some goddamn. I like to,
God damn.
I like to grab
We
a lot
don't
of
need to get
cushion.
too graphic, but trust and believe. Y'all already know. Dudes like the sensory. You feel me? Dudes are sensory. You know
I
what I'm
already know
saying?
they
We ain't
do.
got to get
I'm
all
one of
vulgar.
them, sweet.
So
So I was saying,
just that
Fellas,
you be
fellas like
you be
that
having
bounce back, but
just
we ain't gonna take it there. We ain't gonna
just
take it
that you
there.
be having on panel.
Do I
You be
what?
on you be having on panel.
Yeah, I be hopping on panels here and there.
I ain't know that.
I
I
used
ain't
to
know
do it
that.
a lot more while back because like yeah, whenever I first came to the space probably like almost 2 years ago, I used to get on panels a lot. Like I was actually okay with camming up before a lot of these women was like all embarrassed and feeling all shy and timid. Like yeah, I show up with lotion and lip gloss and I'm good. But anyway,
See what I'm saying?
No
Y'all
captivity.
heard what Just Jay said.
now I'm
She
curious.
glossing it up for y'all. I'm telling y'all. And y'all gonna go crazy. Huh?
You did me
Just
and
Jay,
don't
wrong.
get
that's
me
all I
wrong, like we all have our
I don't see what
insecurities.
you're
You feel
talking
me? Like I have my insecurities, but ultimately, right? Because I said
yeah.
this today. I said like this is my thing that I've been thinking about the past week. I really do feel a way when it comes like I wonder how the struggle of baddies like how they evolve as people, right? If you
Yeah.
have a woman that has only her body, right? She's a baddie. And don't get me
hmm
wrong, it's women out here that are baddies that got a lot more to offer besides their body, right?
What you
So
about to
shout out
say,
to
I
them.
said the same shit earlier. Go
But
ahead. You finna cook. Go
women
ahead.
who only have their body to offer, I feel for them, right? Because me being a big person, I had to take this fucking self love journey with no chaser. You understand what I'm saying? Like people who born a certain way aesthetically, you have to become okay with yourself. Because I have to lay down with myself at the end of every night. I have to lay down with me, right? So you have these baddies who once they lose their value, quote unquote value, right? Like the discussion with Brittany Renner. She's losing her value, right? For whatever reason. I don't feel like women should be shamed for, they titty sagging because they've been feeding babies, but it is what it is, right? This is society. So now they say them titties dropping, she ain't as bad as she used to be. She done lost value. If that's all you have to offer, I really empathize because to me, that the way it manifests is like that weird ass behavior that we saw with her on that podcast thing. Like the shit is kind of sad to me. So yeah, like everybody got to take that self love journey. And like I tell people, they feel like a lot of these women who are very aesthetically pleasing and conventionally beautiful, they feel like these people don't have a journey of their own. A lot of these women be feeling away because they want to be loved for them too, right? But a lot of them know that people be with them for their body. Everybody got to struggle. But I do find it interesting though. I was thinking about that, lately. But yeah, you got
Well,
to have
see,
something else to offer besides that. But go ahead.
Just Jay, that's how this whole subject matter gave birth because earlier on Anton's channel, the way this even came about was because I made a statement saying a lot of men get caught up in these talking points and they be trying to chase these women. Well, they say they trying to chase these women that's got Coke bottle shapes, that's that's in the gym, the prototype woman, and then they end up with a wife that's got a bad attitude. She's gonna take you for all you got for half of everything. She's disrespectful. I was saying that I stated that I would rather deal, and listen. I probably went too extreme, but I was saying I would rather deal with a woman that's 250 pounds, as long as she wears it well, she looks good in the face, she's still pretty, right? And but she's like very cooperative. She's very kind. She's not disrespectful. Like when I come home to her, I feel good. She brings peace in my house. I ain't got no worries. You know what I'm saying? And most likely she cooking. You know what I'm saying? See,
Absolutely, that's grown man shit though. But that's grown
I'm
people.
talking about realistically. See, Freezer
Hmm.
ain't afraid to say no. I'm not afraid about how these you think, first of all, this Freezy. You think I give a damn what these lame ass nigga what they gonna think about me? Come on, man. Listen, man. What I'm saying is that I'm just keeping it 100. Like, man, these guys acting like all they getting is eights and nines and tens, with the body and everything. These women is.
First of all, these niggas be lying, but go
I
ahead.
know.
Shit. You ain't lying though. That's the
Like this
truth.
shit is
So what
pathetic.
was they? What were they
Like
saying though, Freezy?
it's levels to the shit. Go ahead. What you said, world class?
I was asking Freezy, what was they saying?
What
Listen, listen, listen. You
they
don't.
was
Before I say, before you say this, listen. You don't.
I
Listen,
oh
can't.
Lord,
listen.
he finna take off.
No
Right.
captivity.
Let's just do this. The women. Listen. If you as attractive as you say you are, if you get women like you say you are, it follows. Like real talent follows.
That's
Whether
a
you on
fact.
Facebook, whether you on Instagram, whether you on YouTube, what are the women saying? I'm not trying to I'm not trying to flex, but I'm the only person in any of these spaces saying these chicks got cemetery wounds. These chicks watch me say that, and when you see the attention that I get versus the attention that they get, it's a dramatic difference. The proof is in the pudding. I don't care about none of that. I don't care about none of the
Right.
stuff that this. I don't even pay that any attention. You know what I'm saying? That's not like I'm caping it. Like, he's gonna appeal to the women. No, I don't. I'm gonna say the truth. And women have more respect for that than the nigga capping. And
Right.
then the men that
Absolutely.
actually I can draw on my actual experience. And then when somebody's talking about that actual experience versus somebody simping for other men, which is what they be doing, you can hear the little details that's in real experiences that's not in other experiences. Like I put in the chat earlier. Yeah, I'm 155, 160. I range between there. If I'm talking to a chick and she 200, maybe over that, I'll help her get her help together before we really get together. And that's the
Right.
truth. Because there's some chicks that's just too fine. Nah, I'm not about to just let you. Nah, you ain't where it need to be, but you bad. So I'll wait.
Right. Right.
You
Right.
know what I mean? You cute as a motherfucker. Like you look good. So you say you may got a child or two, whatever like that, but it sucks. So I'll help you with that, especially if that's what I do. I went from 250 down to where I'm at now. So I know how to help you get healthy. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, that's
So
what's up.
yeah,
But
it's
that's
it's
the
yeah.
thing, right? Like
Hmm.
I have noticed, right? Like you have in general, I find most guys are like that, right? If they see a woman who they feel has quote unquote potential, right? To
Hmm.
me, it's still akin to a woman who sees a man and sees his potential and feel like she could change him, right? Now, in that regard, I still do feel like there's a dynamic that can be created between a man and a woman where if he is taking the lead in that regard as far as health changes, he can inspire a woman to do better. You feel me in that regard? Me personally, I personally found it easier to have more discipline food wise and all that kind of stuff when I was married. But that's because I had to be accountable because there was another adult in the house. You feel me?
Right,
There were certain things my ex husband didn't eat. And guess what? It wasn't an issue. It
right,
just wasn't bought and it just wasn't brought in the house. But
right.
that's because in that regard, I'm just an easygoing person. So if I have
Mhm.
a dude and I'm with him and we're dating and he coming at me in a spirit of love, right? Because although this isn't logical, I pick up on energy, right? If a dude coming at me with some self-righteous, some real critical type judgment about me and wanting to quote unquote encourage me as far as health or whatever, I probably will shoot it down honestly because he ain't coming with the right energy. But a dude that's coming in love and just, there's a way dudes that they can do it to where it's appealing. But I'm the type of woman who enjoy stuff like that. If my dude say, "Hey, let's go for a little light jog or let's do some cardio or whatever," like I'm down, like because I'm just easygoing like that. You got
Yeah,
some women that'll fight tooth and nail, and to me, I'm not sure what you never know like what shaped them to be that way, right? To fight
yeah,
something that is helpful. But to
yeah.
me, it's easier when you have adults with you that you can be accountable to, just like people getting a workout partner. It's all about
But,
accountability and people inspiring one another, iron sharpening iron. So, things like that are
but,
light work,
but
but
Just
people
Jay,
get caught up with all that other bullshit. Do you think? Go ahead.
I, I think a lot of what we're fighting against with this conversation is coming from the fact that you have so many lazy chicks that's just like, no, I want when I want. I seen another chick get it, so I'm just supposed to get it. And it's that entitlement shit when you like pushing 300 and you saying, yeah, I'm a 10. That arrogance is what's going on. So what we've been doing is really a rebuttal has taken a life of his own at this point,
Hmm.
and we dealing with so many super entitled chicks and the audacity because they all come from audacity, all of them. and it's stressful to the point where dudes just forget that. Yeah, it's a point to the conversation. So I would address it. I
Right.
thought it would make sense to do what you saying, like help them with the health issue. It's a lot. A lot of these chicks is eating crabs and eating stuff because that was the first meal that they got after their grandmother died or their mom died, and they just don't stop eating it. Or it was they eat ice cream like that because that's the first thing that helped them feel good after they got broke up with the first time and stuff like that. So
And as
health
you
is
know,
a
most people are emotional eaters, as you already know. I've
exactly,
heard you talk about health, so
absolutely.
you already know how that goes.
Absolutely. So though we should be addressing a health topic, but the arrogance that's coming with it from the women's side is causing men to go, hold up. You know how your sisters be. But if we could be honest about
I can't
that part
front,
of the
right?
conversation,
That's funny to me. Okay, so sorry to
go
cut
ahead,
you off, but it's
go ahead,
funny
go
to
ahead.
me, right? Like I totally get it, right? We're
Hmm.
in a society where people in general are very entitled, right? And it's just kind of strange to
Uh,
me how people operate. Like this is what I deserve, whatever, whatever. Me personally, I ain't gonna go back and forth with you. If you feel like you're a 10, that's your business. I don't know what's going on in your head. Now, how other people perceive you, is what will be the determining factor when it comes to whatever you get and whatever you feel you deserve, right? But
mhm.
I personally am not going back and forth with somebody if they feel like they whatever they are, because I truly believe you got to think it for yourself. But I also do think that there's a level of delusion that people
Be
are
right back.
walking in nowadays,
Most
men and
definitely.
women, that is just very fucking strange to me.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll be
That's
right
just
back.
like a nigga who look like
Okay.
three bags, three fucking garbage bags, juicy garbage, and he's
yeah,
still saying because he got resources he can get what he want. Guess what? You
great.
probably could pull her, but she gonna be sliding on your ass. She gonna be
That's a
going
fact.
talking about, babe, I'm going out for spa day. You know what I'm saying? And somebody else gonna be blowing her back out because at the end of the day, we all want what's attractive to us, and there are different things that are attractive. Like me, I've dated guys 5'5", I've dated dudes 6'6". It's whatever to me because there's different things that I find attractive. I find intellect attractive on some guys. I might find another dude's smile attractive, but that's just me
Right.
because I don't have a set thing that I like. I just know it when I see it.
Indeed.
But you do have people that are very delusional nowadays, and it's kind of
Sure do.
strange. Like if a dude has if he have a healthy lifestyle, right? Like a dude who's constantly in the gym, he a gym rat. I totally get if he wants a woman who's a gym rat, right?
Right.
Because that's a lifestyle thing. To me, that makes sense. That goes together. But you
Hmm.
got niggas that won't even brush their fucking teeth, talking about they want a dime piece, whatever. Like you don't even wash your ass. You ain't even groom yourself. You know your toes is scratching up fucking sheets and shit. But you want a dime piece, and so that's a part of that delusion, that entitlement. And so I do think that people in general nowadays, y'all, they just shit is off out here. It's very strange, but I feel you, world class. I really do. But I'm not gonna go back and forth with people about their preferences or
Well,
what they feel they deserve.
Just Jay, in Florida, you in Florida, I think. So
I'm from
in
Florida, but I don't live there no more.
well, you know what I'm finna say. In Florida, when niggas act like that, we call that shit flaw.
No
Nigga flawed. He
captivity.
flawed you.
He
Flogging
flogging.
ass nigga.
You feel what I'm saying? And so
Absolutely.
when I be witnessing a lot of this shit, I just be shaking my head, man. Like,
They
We
wow. But
we
that's
just
what I
hit
was saying. A
bluff up
lot of
here.
these niggas out here worried about what other people think, and they ordering DoorDash every night, blood pressure through the motherfucking roof, and you're mad. And
That part.
homeboy over here might have a home girl, or he even got a little wife. She might be shaped like a little small bell pepper. You feel me? But he
yeah.
ain't eating DoorDash every fucking night. You know what I'm saying? He got in-house cat, and these niggas out here miserable. And they say, oh, as they get older, they value go up, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, and that's the thing, right? Like I was asking a dude one time on a panel about, archetypes. A lot of men nowadays want to remain in their warrior phase. You know what I'm saying? People don't want to respect the evolution and how we transcend in life, right? Dudes want to stay in warrior phase. They don't want to move forward to that next phase of life. And so you got dudes out here 50, 60 still trying to be in warrior phase. You should be sitting your ass down somewhere. You should be having a family and building some type of familial communal fucking connections, because when you 60, 70 and you ain't really operating the way you used to, You think you gonna upgrade and get you a little tender because you got money, but guess what? She's not gonna be committed to wiping your ass. You know what I'm saying? She's not gonna be committed to pushing you in a wheelchair, God forbid. You understand what I'm saying? And so
Yes.
to me, those are the things that matter. But I understand everybody don't value the same thing.
And see, what you're talking about is you're talking about that real shit. You know what I'm saying? Like the nitty gritty. When that's the nature of relationships that we really don't dig into. See, I was a caregiver for my mother for like over 20 years. And I know
Okay.
the effects that, the effects of relationships and how things can get very challenging. That all that cute shit, that shit is not going to last. That shit not going to stand the test of time. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
trying
Like,
to tell you.
so a
And
lot
it's
of
nice
these
to look at, you feel me? But we know
yeah,
it go deeper than that.
exactly, man. But I just what it is? Let me hold on. Let me see. Yeah, we finna get up out of here, y'all. Well, cause I'm gonna do a show tomorrow on colorism. I need all y'all to show up, man. It's gonna be at 5:00
Are the
tomorrow.
darkies allowed? I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said
Well, shit,
it.
I would consider myself more on the dark side.
I'm fucking with
You
you. I'm just
what
listen.
change?
I'm chocolate all day, so I'm
Oh,
clowning.
you track. Okay, all right. I was,
Yeah, I'm
you
chocolate.
was
No,
giving light
I'm
skin at
chocolate
first.
all day.
Well, now,
Nah,
now,
nah, nah. I say that because I know how it go. Light skin. You already know. If you're a
well,
darker person, you already
yeah.
know how that go.
Listen, you know how hashtag blame all light skins. Real quick. Light skinned people look like Vaseline. I just had to get that
Okay,
out.
but I will say this, right? So, Freezy, if you plan on doing that, I don't know if I'll be by. I try to drop in and just be in the chat, but I will say, right? And I have to say this, and hopefully y'all touch on this. People of a lighter hue, right? Black people who are light skinned. I do want to acknowledge that they have been just as affected by colorism. I know us chocolate people don't be wanting to hear that. But look at world class face. See what I'm saying? Y'all stay dismissing light skinned people's struggles. They
Yes,
have challenges
absolutely.
too.
Yes. If you
Yeah,
think
see,
about it,
that's what I'm
if you
saying. That's why they
if you
be
if you
angry. They be
they should
frustrated.
be. Here's the thing: if you think about it, they really didn't go through slavery. If you just think about it for 2 seconds,
Jesus Christ.
they really ain't go through it because it was an out.
Y'all
You know what I'm
conversation
saying?
gonna be wild tomorrow.
Oh
I
This
yeah.
shit
can't
gonna
wait.
be wild tomorrow.
Well, the basis of it is I don't watch reality shows, but just I be
Hmm.
trying to look for shit to talk about, and I ran across this lady named Erica Mena. Her and this lady named Spice, they
She's
going
always
at
been
it.
a problem with
Well,
her weird
she called the
ass.
lady Spice a monkey.
Yeah, she called her
And
a blue monkey. Excuse me,
yeah,
a
blue
blue
monkey.
monkey.
So I'm gonna play the video and I'm gonna read the article, whatever, and then we're gonna go into it. So
Okay, well that should be interesting.
and
And
we're gonna
so
touch
you
on
can
racism
also,
too. Is racism is
yeah.
because a lot of people say there's no more racism, it's just only classism. So I'm gonna play a video and get people's opinion and we're gonna talk about that too. So
Well, world class is the guy because he break words down. So, because I do think sometimes we get racism and being prejudiced all mixed up and whatever, whatever. So that should be a good combo. But I appreciate you having me, Freezy. I ramble a lot, so I hope I did answer your question though.
man, listen, man, I got love for you, Just Jay, and I hope you're not a stranger, for real, because
Nah, I be in the clouds here and there, but yeah, trust the DMs always say different. And I'm not a messy chick, so I don't show messages. But trust the DMs say different.
I already know
With
they
some of them
do.
same niggas that be talking shit in the chats. Listen.
Oh,
Some of the same ones be talking
oh!
shit in the
No
chat.
captivity.
Listen. Sure, Freezy, you already know how that shit go.
Listen, just keep it copacetic.
Listen, I ain't messy like that.
Okay, yeah.
I ain't messy like that. If I wanted to, I could blow motherfuckers out the water, but I don't move like that. I move on
You can
principle.
tell me in the back chat someday.
Yeah,
No
probably not.
captivity.
I appreciate you, Freezy. Florida all day. We don't deal with Florida slander over here.
You
305
know
over
what it
by me
is.
is actually from Dade County. I appreciate y'all, and I'm dropping down, babes.
Thank you,
Y'all
Just
be
Jay.
well.
All right, Just Jay.
Bye.
Have a good night.
Man, fellas, man, I'm gonna give y'all the last word, man. We're gonna get up out of here because we're gonna be right back on here later on this evening, man. First, I'm gonna let Hassan go first. I'm gonna let my boy carry us out here. What you gotta say, Hassan? What you gotta say, man?
So, First thing, what time in the morning? Like you said, 5 p.m. or 5 a.m.
5 p.m. tomorrow evening. Live
Oh,
at 5.
all
Yep.
right, I'll see them. Yeah, like the last thing I want
Are
to
you
say is like,
subscribed? Are you subscribed to my channel?
oh yeah.
Okay, good. What you about to say?
Yeah. No, like all you got to do as a man, just keep your respect. That's not hard to do, especially when you're in a relationship. If you're getting disrespected, it's over for you. Like either leave or try. If you love that woman so bad, try to fix it. If it doesn't get fixed, you got to bounce. That's all I got to say about it. Just keep your respect,
That's a fact,
because
man.
because in the end of the day, that's all you're gonna have. A man can lose his money, his car, everybody will leave him. You got to keep that respect, that honor, because in the end of the day, you are a man, So,
world class, man. Don't go nowhere, Hassan. We all gonna leave together, man. We don't go nowhere, Hassan.
No, I'm here. You're good.
World class, what you got to say? Carry us out, world class.
Strictly about this topic.
Yeah.
I think what's more important is just helping people get healthy. I take the position that I don't have this, like you was talking with a podcast yesterday about religion. It's just not a question of who the leader. Adam came first, so that makes us the leader. So as men, we have, and I'm sorry, it gives credence to the sisterhood, the satanic sisterhood. We got to be the people we asking for. So the thing about it is, we say this shit a lot because Kevin Samuels said X this and Y. Kevin Samuels wasn't obese. He wasn't overweight. A lot of you niggas were and are. You were fat then and you're still fat now.
That's a fact.
Okay, so irrespective of Kevin Samuels' other health issues that I had a problem with, he wasn't fat. So those arguments are for people like me, not and Kevin Samuels, not y'all. So you don't have a right to be. I'm telling you, you don't have a right to have a health standard when your shit trash, because you niggas is fat too. Especially, and it's worse when you're a male because you don't have the discipline to control the space between your plate and your fat ass face. But you want to tell a chick what to do with her body and her life. Like, okay, cool, you want to, great, you should be able to, but you should be able to control your own self. So we got to start right there. A lot of you niggas are unhealthy. Being a man is about being disciplined. It's about being a disciplined person. And when you are a disciplined person, then you can require the shit from people. If you're not doing it, you probably want to shut the fuck up. And it's irritating. It's irritating. So, but I understand preference, but everything you have to understand that your consumer preference or the habit that we have of being consumers need to stop infecting your human experience. Your consumer experience need to stop affecting your human experience. And you can have these high, super stupid standards like you do at a store. You gotta understand, another person is not a fucking store, and it's not an over-the-counter exchange. You can't just be requesting stuff and you don't have the money to afford it, or you don't have the resources or fair exchange to facilitate that. So you want a certain thing, you need to be able to get fair exchange.
That's a fact.
Because I look at it, even though I'm going to be on top of these chicks' heads about their behavior, but I look at these chicks as that's somebody else's daughter. I got a goddaughter. I've been a goddaughter since I was 15 years old. So I understand men that have daughters. I have an understanding. I know I haven't had my flesh and blood baby yet. Little girl, I have a son. So I look at that's another man's daughter. So it's just certain shit. I just walk away most of the time. I'm just like, you know what? Walk away, not after being disrespected. If you get disrespectful, I'm gonna disrespect your ass right back. That's how I live. Probably shouldn't, but that's what fucking what happened. I can get vicious. But at the end of the day, stop requesting shit that you're not good enough to do. It's disrespectful. I don't want to watch it. And stop going into these conversations with bad faith. If we're gonna talk about the health, let's talk about the health and help them get healthy. So we can at least say, I gave you the example. I gave you what you needed to have for you to be healthy, and you're not doing it, and I'm ignoring you, and I'm moving on. That's how you hurt them the most. That right there, not all those other shit. But if they get disrespectful, get disrespectful back. I appreciate you, bro.
Man, this has been another great show. Shout out to Noble, shout out to Hassan, shout out to Just Jay, shout out to Madrill, shout out to Dark 5 for everybody coming through, shout out to everybody in chat, all the mods. Like I always tell y'all, man, to free yourself, you must heal yourself. And until the next time, we out of here.
No Cap-tivity. Freezy.